The following podcast contains opinion and commentary protected under the First Amendment and fair use, as well as public records and freedom of information laws. The content may include adult themes, adult concepts, and adult language not suitable for all audiences. For the safety of all, no viewer should ever engage with, interact with, seek out, or contact in any way persons being discussed, including those under criminal prosecution, and especially those that state,
"It's not like I've gone and killed somebody!"
Viewer discretion is advised.
We've got the best seats way up high, where the egos fall and the jokes can fly. We've seen it all, the triumphs, the flops, and we'll clap real slow when the curtain drops. We love the drama, crave the show, but darling, someone's gotta let them know we're two snarky gay bitches, serving truth from the stars, with a wink, a drink, and no filter at all. From curtain rise to curtain call, we'll roast your face, we'll drag them all. Two snarky gay bitches, and we're having a ball. Your monologue's tragic, your timing's a wreck, your costume's screaming, ooh, cut the check. But don't be bitter, we tease with love, we heckle like angels from up above. We're not mean, we're just observant, seasoned, shady, and a bit subversive. If honesty hurts, then fetch the gauze. We're critics, darling, not Santa Claus. We're two snarky gay bitches, high on sass and applause. When the spotlight fades, we'll still steal the cause. So if you're brave, come take the stage, but don't act shocked when we engage. Two snarky gay bitches.
Welcome, everyone, back to my channel and your favorite little cubbyhole on the internet. Yes, we have returned. We have returned for your weekend evening edition of whatever the hell this is. Because sometimes I just don't know what's going to happen. You know, I don't know if this guy's going to show up or not, and I just don't know if anything's going to work. But there he is. So if he's here, there's at least two of us, and we're both snarky. And I may or may not have indulged in way too much lack of sleep this weekend.
Well, only part of that is my fault or Llama's fault. The other is entirely yours.
Well, I can't blame either of you for most of the weekend, but good Lord, it's like, oh my God, a succession of days where I'm going to bed after midnight. Not good for me. My doctor would not approve.
Yeah, well.
But the family stuff was fun. I sent my sister a little note, and I sent to her, hope you had a good trip, and would have liked to have talked to you and the niece more, just the two of you, and kind of left the Bickersons behind. But alas,
well,
the parental dynamics, my dad and stepmother, they just, it's funny because it's like watching my grandparents, who would always be at each other. A little less caustic than my grandparents, but my British grandmother had a little bit of an attitude sometimes.
As they're
Then
wont
she would
to do,
nag my grandfather, and then he'd just tell her to shut up.
Did it go something like, mind the lorry,
No.
Richard?
Well, it was kind of funny because my grandmother's sisters were always teasing her when they came to the States, and they would say to her, "Oh, what has happened to your accent, Audrey?"
Yes.
Yeah. I doubt those ladies are still alive themselves, but it was always funny watching my grandmother's sisters just make fun of her after becoming a Yank. I don't know quite how it happened, although I'm told, well, they met during World War II, which is kind of, unique enough in itself. My grandfather was a member of the Allied forces and did some bombing raids over France and things like that, and probably had his own harrowing tales to tell just of survival. But my grandmother met him at some dance, I think in London.
Ooh.
I think it's funny because that's how my parents met. Like some military dance and like all hooking up.
Well, maybe that's what you need to do. You can go find, Mr. Echoes at a dance somewhere.
Husband Echoes?
Yes.
I don't dance very well anymore. That's the problem.
Well, I don't know.
I could shake what my mama gave me, or at least what grew as I've gotten older. I eat too much. Just like I ate too much over the weekend.
Well, that does happen as time
I had
goes
a
on.
very, very light dinner today.
Mm-hmm.
Very light dinner. After the full spread Mexican dinner out Friday night and then the full brunch Saturday morning, the Mexican was forgettable, but the brunch. Peach waffles are a revelation.
Oh my God.
And it was just a plain waffle, and it just had some sliced peaches and sort of like jam spread all over it and a little bit of whipped cream.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. And it was normal waffle size. My dear sweet niece, in all of her 30s, she got one pancake and it was like the size of a 15-inch pizza. It was
Holy hell.
Yeah, I'll tell you that place offline, but you'd have to go into town. So I'm told there's two locations, but the food was decent, even though it took almost an hour to get food. But it was worth the wait. The chocolate milk was a little
sometimes
forgettable,
it is
but
worth
never
the wait.
mind.
Like there's a couple places around that I've gone to closer to the Jeep Daddy estate, and it's it is worth the wait, even though it can be a complete pain in the ass to get into the place. Like the line wraps around the building, and then sometimes like it's tight quarters. There's a handful of people working, but holy crap, is the food good? And they got cinnamon rolls that are the size like twice the size of my fucking
your
head.
Oh my God, I couldn't do that. I could do half of it at a time.
I don't know if my doctors would approve of me doing even a quarter of that, but
well, it's like all the other sweets I sneak into my house. It's like, okay, I'll be okay if I don't inhale it all at once. So we've learned restraint. It's like, because I'm not giving some of these things up. It's like, okay, I just have to enjoy it over a longer period of time now.
yes.
Start processing all the carbohydrates. But yeah,
you got to give your body an opportunity to process that stuff. I mean, that's
they did get one on me though, and luckily no one caught a picture because you'd probably already have it in your hands by now.
Probably.
My stepmother said she got some coffee and said, "Oh, let me get you. You need to try what I get here." And she got just a macchiato or something, or mocha. I don't know what. And she said, "Here, have a sip. You'll never taste the coffee." And everyone at the table, after I took a sip, when I made the most horrific face ever, nearly fell off the table. My sister nearly fell out of her chair onto my dad, and
oh my God,
I gave everyone a moment of levity.
Picture. Oh my God.
It was the most horrifically sour, bitter, nasty coffee I think I've ever tried in my life. I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? No, I thought I was being punked at first because my stepmother said to me, "Oh, you'll never taste the coffee." Oh, it's like, then what's the matter with you? Do you have no taste buds? As she's sitting there eating her eggs Benedict. It was the funniest scene. But the peach waffle I had was great. I don't know how the huckleberry waffle was. I didn't go around trying everybody else's food.
Oh my God,
I was
that would've been
content in my
delicious.
own little world. Yeah. Sliced peaches, peach jammy stuff around, and then they did some whipped cream around the outside. Oh.
How big? So you said the waffle was like normal size. So what does that mean?
Oh, I don't know.
Like not one of the little like the
Like
the
a regular waffle.
like
No, it was round, like a regular round waffle iron.
Oh.
And I'm glad because after I saw the pancake, I'm glad I didn't do pancakes.
It sounds like all you need is one. Because I mean, hell, I'd be tempted if I were still doing that. I would be like,
I mean, I don't know how
give me
they
a
make
stack
them.
of pancakes. I want like
And
4.
yes, you can get like 3 of them. It's like, I don't know, $12 or $14. But
the
when
fuck
they're
does anybody
like
eat
14,
that?
15 inches big, it's like, wow, how could anyone And Rob's asking the salient question, Belgian waffle, right? Yes, you are correct, sir. It was a Belgian waffle.
Excellent.
It was very crunchy on the outside, very light and fluffy on the inside. I was very happy with it, especially with all the sugar and the peaches.
Well,
it made up for the disappointing chocolate milk.
I need somebody to go out there. There's a business opportunity out there to have like keto friendly or like carb friendly
probably
pancakes and waffles and all of that stuff, and then just like top it with berries.
I think a case could be made. I think a case could be made.
I'm sure there's some mixes out there. I think I actually might even seen them in the past, but yeah, like.
But I realized like, okay, I get home, I need to kind of cut it back after that weekend. And, you know, it was good because I hadn't seen, I did the math. All of us siblings, my brother and sister, the three of us have not been together since my sham of a marriage almost 20 years ago.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's been a long time. And I hadn't seen my niece in 25 or 26 years. She was a toddler. Now she's a very productive, industrious young lady.
Well, wasn't it like 3 years ago or something that you went out to go see your sister? Or am I thinking of a different side of the family?
Nope, you were correct.
Okay.
Out in the eastern states. Yeah. Indeed. I would have liked to have chatted with the two of them without everybody else. I really would have, but that just wasn't part of the thing. And they did a whole tour. They flew into where Bruce used to reside and came up the coast and around the peninsula and went off into the desert lands. And that's what they did. So that was kind of the end of their trip, was out in the desert. And then they drove back to where Bruce was from. And then they flew home, I guess. So it's like, that's a hell of a trip. A lot of driving.
And they did it in a vehicle that I approved of.
You know, I wanted to tell her, but I bit my tongue because I wasn't certain which way it would go. And I certainly didn't want to do it in mixed company. I wanted to tell my sister that the way she dressed in the vehicle she drove made her look like a lesbian. Because she was wearing Mormon garb for warm weather, the T-shirt and you know, the jorts. But maybe I should have just whispered it in her ear and see what happened, but I didn't. Oh
my God. I at least I got a chuckle that the little text that I sent you that you shared with her, and she got a good chortle out of that. That was good.
Yes. TX is a Subaru? No, it was not a Subaru. I showed Jeep Daddy the picture. It was a bona fide, respectable Jeep. Yeah. About the same color as Jeep Daddy's Jeep.
For the most part. It wasn't it was just perfect. A sport. It's a rental, you know, but TX would also approve, obviously, but yes, it was a Jeep, and
I guess they went up into the mountains on the peninsula, and they had some fun times. And I guess my niece was a little nervous looking over the edge at some of the dirt roads he did take up in the hills, but went okay. I said, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I know people would scare the pants off you.
Oh yeah.
But I did notice that my niece was not wearing the Mormon issued expectation requirements for under things. Really? And so there were lots of things I wanted to ask but couldn't. And I just went, okay, file that away. I think there's stories to be told.
It sure does sound like it.
Sure does sound like it. Yeah. So, you know, I would be curious. Just to see, hey, tell me more about your life.
I mean, did you at least exchange numbers or anything? Like, do you have an opportunity
Didn't
to
quite. No.
Oh, okay. Because I'd say like there are
and
video
by the time
calling things, you know, to be had.
By the time I got there, they were already starting to crash, and then it's like, okay, let's all go to dinner. My sister was still on East Coast time, so
gotcha.
Although I don't know how her body does any time with her working in healthcare. She works
it's probably
crazy.
just as wibbly wobbly and timey wimey as the rest of us. Yeah.
So it's like, well, do you even know what time of day it is? Most, you know.
Yeah.
So no, but it was good. It was good. It was nice having a little catch up, as too brief as it was, and I'm gonna have to tell her, okay, maybe next year we do it on your side, and we leave the old farts at home.
Well, that's an option. I mean, they can also get another Jeep and come over here, and then I can come crash the party, and we can all go off-roading.
I don't know how my sister feels about off-roading. She'd probably try it, but I don't know if she's done any.
Well, if she's got the right vehicle and kind of dresses the part, may as well give it a shot, right?
I hope she never sees this. She might throw me. But it's true. It's true. It's like, God, she looks like a textbook lesbian right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. Anything exciting happen for your weekend?
Oh, gosh. What did happen this weekend? Actually went to, it was a lovely party that I went to with some friends, and I took a mutual friend that,
Oh, yes.
that you
yes,
have
yes.
met, and gated up for the afternoon. It was sort of a Palm Springs themed event, supposedly, but basically it was just an excuse to get outside and get out in the fresh. It was really lovely weather. They turned their hot tub temperature down a little bit so that it would be a little, chill out. So people were in and out of that, and there was
Nice.
amazing food. The
I do like
wine
a
was
nice hot tub.
flowing. Yeah, it was.
I told my stepmother they need a hot tub. Oh, but it's already so hot over here. You turn it down.
Oh, you turn it down. Yeah.
They've got a nice, lovely back deck with all these gorgeous flowers because my stepmother is quite the what's the word? Not
Arborist?
agrarian. Yeah.
Arbor. I don't know.
Flower lady.
Plant person. There we go.
Flower florist. She's got all kinds of things, and she can just kind of say, and this is that, and that, and I'm like, whatever. They all look nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like,
so
now
that was
you
yesterday.
need a hot tub. You need a water feature back here because it's the damn desert.
Yes.
Yeah.
So did that yesterday, and then today I got my hair done because one's
'Cause you
got
gotta
to
do
keep
the
up
hers.
appearances. You see, you got to do the hers.
Especially
And
if
then-
you're going to hang out with other sorted people.
Yes, I should have gotten it done before the party, but nobody said anything about like how long and shaggy my hair was, so that was totally fine. That's fine.
Better to have some than none at all.
A couple of the boys wanted to flirt a little bit, so that's fine. It was, it was good. It's good. Swapped a couple
I'm
numbers.
jealous.
I'm
I'm jealous.
You could have attended.
I was done. I was so done.
I know.
And the traffic. I couldn't believe the problem on the highways up in the hills. I went, ooh, when rivers wash out roads was the theme of that experience.
Yeah.
Which I was,
then-
I was kind of oblivious to for some reason past where you were, the tourist trap you were in recently.
Oh, yes.
Of course, I had to keep going, but it's like, gosh, what happened here? There's like no road. It's one lane, and we've got to alternate sides. This is not fair. Yeah. So I guess it's a good thing they still have a road through there.
Mm-hmm.
But I did the loop. Went in one way, came out the other.
All right. That's it. That's all right.
I got my hours. I racking up some miles on the rental.
Yes, do it. Yeah. Not wear and tear on your car. Fuck it.
As long, yeah, exactly. It's like, ooh, that was like 300-400 mile trip that didn't put on my car.
Yeah. So after I got myself all cleaned up and presentable, I went and gave the truck a bath because the big ass
Good
truck
for
needs to
you.
get taken care of a little bit, And then I finished the installation of the dash cam in the truck. So now all the vehicles are driving vehicles are properly equipped, so that if anybody wants to try some bullshit and try some shenanigans, I got you. I got your video, bitch. So yes. Mm-hmm. But
Well,
I will
could have
tell
saved
you,
my bacon if I needed it.
that's true. And I'll tell you folks, the truck windshield is so different from the Jeep and other vehicles that it threw me. I had to take that damn thing off and put it on at least a dozen times to try and figure out where it was even and where it was center and all that stuff. I finally thought I got it. And then I got outside and I looked back and it was like at an angle. And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck at this point. Like I just have to, I can't,
I'm done.
cannot.
I'm
right
done.
now. And so I'm texting Echoes because he's like, we're going to do a stream tonight. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, things
I
have
told him
piled
about-
up.
Yes, they have. And I was telling him about like how the cam was just slightly crooked. And he's just like, go out, fix it.
I know. I
He's
was
trying to
teasing him.
needle
Just
me a
fix
little
it.
bit.
Just
Bastard.
Fix the damn thing.
I went out and fixed it.
complaining.
I went
Stop
out and got
complaining to me. Go out and fix the damn thing if you aren't
Shut
happy
up.
with it.
Your cam's not level either. Don't give me any crap.
No, well, you know why? It keeps falling off, that stupid suction cup.
Well, we'll have to find a way to fix that.
I was debating, do I just glue it on there and say F it, or
I've got a little I've got a little sticker. I've got plenty of these things now because my kits came with extra. So like they kind of like stick themselves to the window, kind of like a
really?
screen protector on your phone kind of sticks.
Huh, that's different.
It's ridiculously rock solid. If it's kind of nuts. So you can actually like use double-sided tape or something and just like fix it.
I was thinking
onto
about that. If I use like double-sided foam tape or something.
Yeah.
Hell with a suction cup, just use some sticky stuff.
Yeah. And then like take that and you put the double-sided tape on that little square piece of plastic thing and it won't move, but you can actually adjust
that way.
You can adjust the plastic and will actually like latch itself to that. So then thank the gods for that, because like there was, I had on another one completely fucked it up, and I'm glad I had an extra to reaffix it. But you could totally do that. I will gladly give you one of those.
Duly noted. Bruce is making fun of us. Tilted lawyer, tilted echo, tilted Jeep. Makes sense.
Hey, you know what? The Jeep can be tilted as long as it's not over 30 degrees, because it can be tilted to the side and it's still going to be fine. It's,
that's the most
Echoes
fascinating
found that out
thing
when I
is
kidnapped him. We were at about a 20-degree pitch, a couple of those little rock crawl things.
all the display stuff that shows. It's just, it's almost like an airplane.
But it's fun. It's so much fun. But anyway, yes, I went out because Echoes gave me so much shit, ladies and gentlemen, and those in between. I went out with a fucking level, and I got it perfectly fucking level, because I couldn't come to this stream and say that it's still a crooked camera. Like, that's not a thing. I can't do that.
Well, given our subject matter this evening, it would be okay.
Well, yes, because we're going to be talking about crooked motherfuckers.
Crooked people.
Yes. But
in our opinion.
Yeah.
In our opinion. Yeah. Although, someone earlier in chat was asking me if I'd listened to the latest Love Trapped. And the answer is no, because I spent my whole drive over the weekend, which is about 7 hours worth of driving, getting caught up on everybody else. I was getting caught up on Llama and Buffy, and getting caught up on Bacon, and getting caught up on Ducky. And it's like, oh my God. So I've got to circle around to the last two most recent episodes of Love Trapped. I've heard part of 14. I know 15's sitting there. So I'm behind in Love Trapped. So I can't talk about it tonight because I haven't done it yet. There's just too much going on, people.
You're much further ahead than I am, because I haven't heard a single episode other than.
And now that I've got my eyes peeled for Legos and bricks and minifigs, it's just like, oh my God!
I was building a Lego.
God, I'm drowning in stuff to do.
Yes,
it's just too much. It's too much.
I was building Legos today, Echoes.
Were you really?
I was building. Yes.
Well, are you going to tell more, or are we just? Well, it's just going to be a tease.
Maybe I can slip off. I'm going to go I'll get it and do a little show and tell. How about that?
Jeep Daddy's going to do a bricks and minifig show and tell. Oh, let's see. Do I have music? Oh golly, I don't have that.
I'll be right back.
Let's see. What's do I have music for Lego stuff? No, that's too serious. Nope, that's story time. No. Oh, okay, there we go. He's sneaking around. He's putting his headphones on. He's got his little.
Okay, I am back now.
His little toys here. Let's see
now,
what
for those of you who are watching on the YouTubes and not just listening.
What does he have?
This
is very intriguing. Oh my God, is it a Lego? Really? Lego Game Boy? Are you effing serious?
I'm terribly serious.
Does it work?
Well, define work. You can push the buttons.
Okay, but will it play a game? I mean, it looks real.
No, it's a hologram thing, so it actually has, you see that?
Moves. I gotcha.
But it does have little cartridges, so I've got little Super Mario Land here.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
And you can actually put it in the back, just like you would a normal Game Boy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So, yes.
Ah!
Now,
One of these days, I'm going to remember to load the Stream Deck before I start.
I
never do.
The last, the very last step in the instructions, as it should always be, folks, is once built, never give it to a bricks and minifigs store.
Keep it because yourself. It'll be valuable even after they go the way of the dodo. At least
correct.
I have a hunch that if it doesn't See, I'm surprised they haven't tried selling it off yet in the middle of all this legal nonsense. But I think they're trying to amass revenue to increase their valuation, is my opinion of it. Which is why they're such douchebags with their franchise owners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, we're just going to take over your store. Mine.
Yep.
Mine. That's mine. Mine. Oh, look, we're a multi-million-dollar company. Isn't that amazing? We haven't done shit, but we are.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's because you keep stealing all your franchisees' inventory and selling it first and keeping it for yourselves. But hey, what do you know? It's fine. It's fine. You're.
I hope if Last Relic becomes a witness that we get to hear his testimony ahead of time.
Wouldn't that be delightful?
Oh, it would be very entertaining. It would be very entertaining.
It's pronounced gin like.
Oh, that's not the right one.
We'll talk about him later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about him later, Mr. Douche Canoe. The official Dingus the Douche Canoe. He's later in tonight's program. We've got so much to cover tonight, folks. We probably better get at it. Or I'm going to be up late again, and that's just going to make me cranky.
Wait, you're going to do what again? That's going to make you cranky?
I'll be up late again, and that's just going to make me cranky.
I offered that we didn't have to do this at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern.
I needed the time.
Okay.
I needed the time.
All right.
Because I had
this is your show. I'm just here to sit and drink and
had to get the laundry done.
Say hi to Buffy
had a couple loads.
And to TX Packet and to everybody in the chat. That's what I'm here for.
Yes. And speaking of which, everybody coming in and going out, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, set it to all because you want to know when I say things. You don't just want to know when I go live. Hey. Don't hit the custom or the personalized. Hit the all because when I make posts, community posts, you may want to know what I have to say. You may be worth it.
Hey, and you may
like this.
You might even have an epic Jeep Daddy rant from time to time.
Oh my God, you sure did.
So if you didn't have that button mashed and you missed out on the previous episode when we were covering
an epic Jeep Daddy rant talking about Legos last time.
I damn near saw red.
I think you did see red.
I think I see red.
I was seeing red on my audio stuff as you're clipping and you were going on full-on Jeep Daddy rage mode, but I went, okay.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't just rant. I think that was rage mode.
Yeah, it was. There had to have been red.
It was earned.
Well, some people are young, they're a little, they haven't experienced all of the pain and suffering in the world.
Bless their little hearts.
They are just privileged enough, despite the hell they went through with getting screwed over by, people of their own persuasion.
By $500,000, but, no big deal.
But people learn.
They're still good people, right? They're still good.
Yeah.
Godly people.
TX says, honey, you had deep red going on there. I wasn't uncomfortable yet, but I was like, I wonder how this is going to go in the chat now.
We had certain people in the chat, right?
Yes. And to his credit, he hung around. So it's all right.
He hung in there.
All right.
He hung in there. All right.
And it's not like you apologized, but he said,
no.
Let's break bread and let's talk.
Yeah.
Which I think is great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Good.
I don't know what else I want to start with. There's other things swirling in my head, but maybe we should get to this.
Hey,
let's start
with
bankruptcy.
More disclaimers.
Well, this is all the best disclaimer, which is great. I thought about things like this too. But we need to get caught up on bankruptcy. Bankruptcy stuff first, because it's the shortest, and then things will get increasingly longer as we continue on. But this wasn't as exciting as the last one, but it's still worthy of it. And any noise you hear from me is the cubbyhole cooler because, all this equipment makes heat, especially when the sun comes out and comes around in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. So we've got the air conditioner noise again this evening because it's summertime, strangely enough.
Yeah,
that might even surprise Bruce. SFT says you have to know about the last Love Trapped episode. I've heard little tidbits. I will listen to it. I promise. I'll get there. I'll probably get cozied into bed listening to Love Trapped because that's kind of the next things I got to get to is listening to Love Trapped, and then we start Monday, and then everyone starts their content cycles again, and then I get behind because that's what happens. But the 7-hour drive was worth it getting caught up. And I missed. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I missed booby time with bacon. Booby time with bacon. Or as they called it, the terabitties. I don't know why terabitties, but okay. Because I guess there was some
I don't know
comment.
that last one, but I'm well aware of the behind the scenes commentary around why.
Yeah, well, I was listening to all that and getting caught up, and I guess there were commentaries in Bacon's chat about the displaying of the goods, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But I'm sorry I missed it. I'm sorry I missed booby time with Bacon, because that would have been entertaining too live in that chat. I would have loved it. I was busy. I was on the road. It just wasn't meant to be. But my feeling is, like Jeep Daddy always says, you do you, boo.
Mm-hmm. You do you.
So if you want to display the goods, display the goods. And I can't do this because YouTube would ban me. Sex sells, and I have nothing that I can sell without getting in trouble. So if you've got things to sell, by all means, go to market. I can't because I don't want to get banned. And God bless the ladies who have things to display. I mean, God bless them. It's like, I can't do that.
Well, I mean, you could just, get a little lift and push and, yeah, you'll be fine. Just...
No one wants to see the moobs.
Oh, well.
No one wants to see the man boobs. It's just true.
You'd be surprised. You would be surprised.
No, but still, I think I would get banned. I'm pretty... You've got to have the nice tatas and have them very attractively displayed, and you're fine. I do that, I'm going to get some kind of
just get them rested up on a
strike
shelf
like
or
David
something.
Gingras.
And, yeah, then it'll be... Yeah. Well, hey, you could hire David to like...
TX says you can have mine if you want him. Nah, that's okay. The ex Mrs. Echoes had enough of her own, and I heard no end of the back pain, among other things. But never mind. Lest I just digress too far into my past life.
What, more digressions on this channel? What? No.
What? Never.
No.
I mean, it's only been 30 minutes.
We don't do that here. Actually, we do. The fact is it's only 30 minutes. And
Becca says her live views went from 250 to 3K. Every day should be Terabitties Day. Hey, if it works, it works. Yeah, I heard her talking about some of that too, and she thought maybe someone bought some bots or whatever. It's fascinating, YouTube and how it works and how people use it and make it work for them. It's interesting to me because there's some psychology there. Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, I was just amused that it was booby talk with Bacon for like an hour, and I went, oh, I had a good time. It kept me awake in my car listening to booby talk as I was stopped in rural traffic, waiting for the pilot car to drag us through the canyon. It was great.
God.
Yeah, and that's about when my cell coverage cut out, and then it was quiet time with me and myself and I. And then by the time I got out of the canyon, then it was booby time with Bacon again. It was fun. It was fun. To each their own.
Well, at least you didn't fall asleep and fall off the edge of the mountain and have to call me and come get your...
Come save me, bring your winch, wench.
I'm not your wench, bitch.
We need one that rhymes with bitch. Winch, wench works. We need another alliteration.
Maybe I'll get the robots to work on that. Whatever.
Alrighty, so let's go to bankruptcy time.
Yes.
Because it's slightly boring, I'm going to pick up the speed just a wee little bit. And I think even Ducky was talking about Terabitties on her channel. As I was driving around this morning, finishing the last of getting caught up on Ducky, I went, oh, it's titty talk around the tubes this weekend. I'm here for it. It's like, yes, girls, let them go. Yes, even the gay guys, we are okay with titty time because we see that every June.
I'm fine with it, but like I don't
with or without pasties. I've seen it all. It's sort of like what Robin Williams said: the big ones and the little ones. And Mea. I've seen it all.
I don't understand why gay guys are just so obsessed with.
Because they're floppy and they hang down.
But why?
I don't know.
Why is that a thing? I don't know. Guys have things that are floppy and hang down too.
Yeah, I think it just transliterates, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I just don't understand the strong appeal by the gays towards the boobs.
I still don't understand it myself, but I'm kind of with them.
I mean,
I'm kind of with them. Yeah. It's like, just like I appreciate a nice set of pectorals. It's like, I'm kind of there too. I get it. I don't know why, but
That's a little different though.
that might be like the only shred of heterosexuality in my brain. But
I guess I'm
like,
completely devoid of it. I don't know.
I think it's because we see them as something to play with. You know, something squishy, like a stress.
But I don't. I
don't know.
I don't. That's not my. I don't know. Maybe that's just not one of my things, and that's fine.
Maybe you're a harder Kinsey number than I am. I don't know.
I guess,
But I know several. People. They're okay with the boobies.
yeah, they just want to
And
get all
usually
up
the
in
slightly
them and
larger
just like
the better.
motorboat them and do all the things, and it's like
I guess so.
I just
I guess
you know,
so.
I won't fight you for them, girl. You just do what you want to do.
Yeah, I won't either because I was married to a set, and it's like, okay, that
It just
it was. It was fun till it wasn't, I suppose.
yeah, because it wasn't fun for you. For
And when
a
she
hot
said,
second
"I'm
there.
ready to have kids now," and I went, "Oh God!" And then I was in therapy for 5 years.
Oh dear.
Yeah, how we learn and grow when we shed our rose-colored glasses.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway,
Back to bankruptcy. Enough of booby time. Enough of boobies. Put
enough
away
tits,
the
let's get on to the meat.
I'll put away the boobies. All of you can keep yours out if you so wish. It's your choice. You're in your own homes. We just cannot display them on YouTube because we'll get axed, and we don't want to do that. So I will not be displaying any boobies. Or at least, well, only in limited fashion, which they won't be mine in that case. Okay. See, why is that not going away, that silly little window? If I need to play it, come on. I don't know why the playback thing.
Why don't you know how to
isn't-
use your computer?
I don't know. It's not going away.
Oh.
Come on. It's fighting me. Why isn't it going away? Oh, let's just turn it up to 125 and let's just hit play and maybe it'll just go away on its own.
In the case
There we go.
2605144, Elizabeth
Hopefully there's audio.
Owens.
I'll take the
I hear it.
appearances in the Naylor and
Good.
Owens matter. Ms. Chan?
Anybody there?
Did Ms. Chan just leave?
Yes.
Is Ms. Jaimo on the line?
Oh, let's turn it up more.
Yeah, you turn up the
What if
volume.
Ms. Chan
I
was
can
supposed
turn
to
it
be
up a
covering
lot.
for Ms. John?
There we go.
Okay, maybe you can call her. If you could send her an email or call her.
Thank you. I'll take the appearances one more time in the Naylor and Owens matter.
Maybe Becca's right. As I watch the comments scroll by, I think it's an appreciation thing, Becca says. We know you're not staring at them because you want in our pants. Well, there's security there, if not some safety. It's like, oh, admiring human form. I don't know. Okay, we're still talking about boobs. My God. Or as they were saying on Bacon, boobs. I wonder how she was spelling that. Is that with an EU? Boobs?
EWBS.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple ways and I never know which one's the right one. Yeah. Let's see. Missy Norman says, I don't care for the BS. Get to the meat. Well, we are here for the commentary. So if you don't like the BS, you're not going to like it here at all. But we sprinkle in the meat along top the appetizers, which the appetizers flow heavily
we
here.
will get to the meat. Don't worry.
Yeah, the meat's right here.
Yes, even if it is a little tender and veal-like. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yes,
what are we
good morning,
talking
Your
about
Honor. I'm Elizabeth Naylor Owens, pro se, and this is my husband, Ronald Stephen Owens, also pro se.
All right. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Any other appearances in the Naylor and Owens matter? I'm not hearing any appearances. Let's just wait a moment, and Ms. Hall will see if Ms. Jaimo is on her way.
No, Miss Jaimo. Oh dear.
Whoa.
Well, let's see where this goes. That's why I sped it up. Do, 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 do,
That on my soundboard.
Dum, 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 dum,
I sent an
dum,
email,
dum.
Judge, to Miss Guillermo. Do you want me to call her as well?
Sent an
Okay.
email. Oh,
Thank you.
let me
Well,
call.
I'll go ahead and get started. This is the time set for the court to consider the status of this Chapter 11 case. You've been before the court recently, and so I likely could have continued this matter to the next hearing had it been on my radar. at our last hearing that because you will be back here, I think, next week. Ms. Hall, when's our next hearing?
August 6th.
Oh, it's in a while. So August 6th. So maybe not. Probably needed to go forward today. So you probably listened to the last hearing, which was a similar type hearing where the court covers what has happened in a case, what brought the case into bankruptcy, what are the reasons why we're here, and then figure out a plan for moving the matter forward. You've been before this court, so I'm aware of the status with respect to the stay, with respect to the pending motion to dismiss this case. That motion is coming on for hearing on August 6th. As we discussed at the last hearing,
That's a long time away. August 6th.
court is taking care of the noticing out to your creditors on the master mailing list. And so, but there are some things that we can talk about today with respect to the pendency of your case. And so first, let me ask you whether there have been any developments or changes of which you would like to make the court aware.
No, not that I can think of.
Okay.
No, so we were just before you last week, so nothing has really changed since then.
Okay.
Well, there's a shock. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
So the court had provided a deadline at the next hearing of, I believe it was
This Friday?
This Friday, the 10th, correct, to provide certain documentation and information to Ms. Giamo and the United States Trustee's
Same
Office.
judge. Same judge, Jen the Couch Fairy. Judge Madeline C. Wansley. Same judge as the last hearing. That was exciting.
That was
That
wonderful.
was brilliant.
How are you coming with that deadline?
We're coming very well with that deadline. We tried to send a huge file yesterday, which the server rejected twice because it was
A huge file that the server rejected twice. Just like men who reject your daughter.
Huge. It was huge.
It was huge. She tried to give the server it twice and it rejected her.
so big, but her office contacted me in an email that I got just on the way over here saying that they had instructions for how we could, they said they received it, but they were unable to actually open it. And so they have instructions on how we can redo it. So we'll do that right after this hearing.
Okay, very good. And if you had an extra copy, you could probably drop it off today. They're in the same building.
It is huge. I mean, we're
It's huge.
Huge. Oh my God, it's huge.
I wonder how many pages it is.
giving her all of the bank statements, everything.
Okay.
You know, it's
We'll get it.
Giving her all the bank statements, everything. Why do I doubt that? Why do I doubt this?
I just don't know.
We just did a massive file dump in Queen Jennifer's toilet, and she's going to have to fish it out for herself.
That's right.
But that's what happened.
An electronic file is definitely better in that, that situation.
And I think she wanted everything in PDF.
Perfect. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that that's coming well, and you believe that the deadline will be complied with. There are in a Chapter 11 case, I know you're looking to dismiss this case, but there are certain requirements with respect to fees that are paid to the U.S. Trustee's Office and reports that have to be filed. Have you discussed those with Ms. Jaimo?
I haven't. We paid the first installment.
I think that's your filing fee. There's also, so that's a fee that's due to the court.
Right.
And then there are other fees based upon the payments you make during your case. And then a percentage of that, it's not really a percentage, but an amount allocated to that is then payable to the United States Trustee's Office. And has Ms. Jaimo discussed with you those fees?
I haven't had that conversation. No.
Okay. Well, that's something that needs to be done as well. These are paid on a quarterly basis as well as monthly reports. So you have to file monthly reports with the court. Your case was filed, I don't know if your report is quite yet due, but you probably have a report due on July 22nd is what I'm guessing. Here, just a moment.
The case was filed May 22nd, so that would be like 60 days.
Not what she wants to know.
Let's see. All right. So I see Ms. Jaimo's on the line. Ma'am, would you like to make an appearance?
Yay!
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize. Jennifer Giamo for the U.S. Trustee. I realized this was a status conference. I wasn't sure if it was going forward. Apparently it is. I apologize for my tardiness, and I'm here now.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Jaimo. I discussed with Ms. Naylor a moment ago that they're doing well in terms of gathering the documentation, which is due to your office on or before.
I'll bet Jan Blech, a.k.a. Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens, was disappointed when Queen Jennifer came in, albeit fashionably late. Oh, damn it, that woman's here. He's going to ruin our lives.
Shit. There goes our plan.
Your Honor, I want her to go away. She's like rifling through our personal files. and she's rummaging in my underwear drawer to see if I'm hiding any money.
Oh my.
I've heard some interesting conspiracy theories that they could that they could be. I'm not saying this is true, but that they could be using their LLCs to launder money as like shell companies.
What? No, I had no.
It's like, well, I think we'll find out soon enough.
Really? No.
I think we'll find out soon.
People.
I like the other one where it's like they're taking bags of money down to San Diego where Sister Sarah lives and just stockpiling the cash from under their mattresses over at the sister's house. I love that. I mean, the image, the image is fantastical as it is.
It is. Oh my God. That was so delightful.
It's like Western Union. Laura rides in on her horse with little money bags hanging off the saddle and just trotting all the way to San. I need, Your Honor. Yeah.
Your Honor, I need a request for travel because I need to, what's the word? Help my sister with childcare. Yeah, that's it.
Childcare, yeah.
That would be marvelous.
The childcare. Actually, I don't ride my horses to San Diego. I did just get a new Nissan car, though. We got rid of the black Hyundai Tucson thingy, and now I've got a Nissan. But don't tell the bankruptcy judge that somehow we're running up our credit or something to get this other car, allegedly. Nope, we can't. Oh my God! Oh my God! It's gonna be a black chair in the car. Oh my gosh!
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
For July 10th and have received some instructions from your office with respect to how to break those electronic files down into, I think, more digestible bites or whatever it is that can make those papers be.
Nissan Rogue, whatever the hell that is. Okay. Thank you, TX. Thank you for that.
It's yet another piece of shit Nissan product, but whatever.
I can only imagine that the people who are aware of someone's Barry's boot camp habit was quickly aware of there being a different vehicle. Just a hunch.
Be transmitted. So I was glad to hear that. I was just discussing with Ms. Naylor that there are in Chapter 11 cases, quarterly fees and monthly operating reports, and she might want to discuss that further with you offline. There was a partial report could have been due on June 21st, and then the first full monthly report is due on July 21st. So Ms. Jarmo can discuss with you what that means and what those dates are. All right. So as I said at this time, like the case that was called before you, it's an opportunity to discuss with the court what brought you into bankruptcy. So I guess I don't necessarily have a good sense of that, even though you've been before the court previously. So.
My daughter and her litigiousness. That's what brought us into bankruptcy, Your Honor. That and her horsey habit, and her Barry's boot camp habit, and her making LLCs that she's not a CEO of habit. And what else? There's got to be more. Oh, and her suing ex-boyfriend habit, and like trying to claim they made her pregnant with twins habit, and yeah.
So what was it that precipitated the filing of this case?
Your Honor, we had a loss, a drop in income, and we had unexpected expenses, and
we had no money. Isn't that good enough, Your Honor? We had no money. My daughter.
It reminds me of that Family Guy episode of Quagmire. When he was doing airline announcements, and they were like, from the cockpit, we're gonna do this.
Her Botox and cool sculpting habit. Yes. Never mind the HCG habit, especially when she was peeing on HCG tests.
Yeah, I proved pregnancy that never happened. Okay,
look, I'm peeing positive. That proves I'm pregnant. And then I eat like 6 months of Domino's pizza to make myself fat and look pregnant and blowed out.
Ugh.
Allegedly. Oh, dear.
We tried to
I know. Yeah.
stretch things out as long as we possibly could.
Just
This
like
was
your
not
daughter's
something
belly.
that
But please,
we were
keep
trying
going,
to stretch,
honey.
trying to stretch out the finances of the men as long as we could too, hoping that maybe they would be stupid enough to lose against us, and we'd get money from them as a judgment or something.
we wanted to do, but it really became untenable.
And you have
Yeah, all those habits became rather untenable.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's been like, 35 years of bad habits for them, but never mind.
Never mind.
a mortgage on your home?
Yes, we do.
Okay, and that,
Yeah, how many mortgages on your home?
and as I recall, that
12?
At least twin mortgages.
Are we?
property was facing potential foreclosure.
Yes, and there's some confusion with regard to that. There is a foreclosure.
We don't know why anyone would be trying to take our house away from us because we want to live here without paying any money.
We just don't. We want to live here forever
So
and not have
we
any
are
responsibility.
alleging that the lender has engaged in violations against us because we, the Owens bitches, believe that the world owes it to us to give us a house, and we shouldn't have to pay for anything, or even have to pay our filing fees to the court. Am I overdoing it?
Maybe I
Hopefully
am.
not.
Please continue.
Foreclosure auction that I received an email as to what the date was going to be for the foreclosure auction. However, we have sent some correspondence to the law firm representing the mortgage holder, as well as to the servicer itself. And we have gotten notice that they are reviewing our communication. We have found some things that we think are violations that ought to be addressed. And
Your Honor, we are being violated by the mortgage company. Violating. They are violating my daughter's casita privilege. She earns that casita. She has worked so hard being the face of the companies. Her cool, sculpted Botox face has worked so hard running our companies. No, I mean, not running, because then that would imply she's a CEO, which if she says she's not, then that would mean she perjured herself in federal bankruptcy court. And we can't have federal perjury, too. But never mind.
It's just a little minor perjury anyway.
It's just a little minor perjury. It's not a conspiracy. It's just a little minor perjury.
You still have not loaded those goddamn chickens, have you?
Shut your pie hole.
We are going to have an intervention. There will have to be an intervention for all the time I spent collecting you noises. And you have done nothing.
Here we go,
with
folks. Here we go.
After all of that bitching, like several streams ago, well, you haven't got me anything.
Here we go, folks. 53 minutes in. Here we are. Okay.
I think it's cyclical. It just seems to be a
Probably.
thing.
We've been told that.
What are we looking?
Just play the fucking video. I'll yell at you later.
I think we got a letter dated July 2nd in the portal saying that they would get back to us within 30 days. So we are trying to pursue with the law firm. We're trying to get answers is what we're trying to get, and to see what we can do to move forward on that.
Well,
We are trying, Your Honor, to figure out a way that we can scam the mortgage company and not have to pay them any money. I mean, in my opinion, at least. That's what's going on. So, we're just looking for the loophole, Your Honor. Give us as much time as we need. Because, my husband, not my father. I was going to say my father, but that would be wrong. He's not, he's old enough to be a daddy. Ron Owens is like 11 years older than I am. He was like
Only 11?
30, and I was barely out of high school when we supposedly, allegedly met. But never mind. It might have been cradle robbing. I don't know either. But somehow we sort of, quote, started of age. At least that's what I'll tell everybody. But never mind at all. He's famous. Did you know Ron Owens is famous? He's in the Radio Hall of Fame. And I'm Jan Black. I'm Jack. I got a Peabody. Award. Or at least I'm going to say I did. I'm not going to say it was the station, but because I'm like the queen bitch everywhere I go, I'm going to say it was me that got the Peabody Award. Oh dear. Okay. But I need to bitch more about bankruptcy. What?
Okay. Yeah.
I believe we discussed it at an earlier hearing. The court does have a mortgage modification program within the court, but
no carbs, Bruce, especially after 8 o'clock. No carbs.
You must take affirmative steps to be in that program. So if you want to avail yourself of it, you will have to file the appropriate papers. The mortgage company can participate, or they can also ask to be removed. But generally, the way it works is there is a particular packet of papers. You file a paper, the court orders the mortgage modification mediation program to go forward, and the mortgage company can then ask to be removed. But if you're interested in exploring that, I would do it sooner rather than later.
Yes.
You can ask about that at the counter downstairs at the Self-Help Center. So that's something that I would suggest. In addition to that, should the foreclosure sale go forward, under Arizona state law, those sales, despite what you might think are irregularities or issues, if the sale goes forward, the sale is final. So generally under Arizona statutory law.
I don't think they have enough staff at the self-help desk for these people.
Hey, okay. I have an interesting, the way that this all sounds right now, it just sounds like they are milking this judge for legal advice.
Yes.
And she's being awfully kind of just not saying get fucked, get the hell out of here.
I know. Wouldn't you love to hear that?
She is being amazingly charitable with all of this legal advice.
She was a little less charitable in the previous hearing.
That's true.
You are in contempt, madam.
Yeah.
We are looking at fraud on this court, madam.
Which she's fully earned, obviously.
Well, and it's my opinion, she's fully committed it.
Yes.
Both the contempt and the fraud, in my opinion.
Yes. But it just seems like she is absolutely, it's saying a thing, being pedantic or ridiculous, and then suddenly then getting a bunch of legal advice.
Yeah. Well, she couldn't get a lawyer. She talked to 21-5, depending on which part of the paperwork you read, 21 to 25 lawyers and firms that she couldn't. Is this thing zooming in on me weird?
I don't know. Did I fuck something?
Oh my God. I don't know. I think you pressed a button. All of a sudden I got bigger and I went, my head's big. I mean, I always know that.
That's just your ego.
That's somewhere else. South Florida Thrifter says, Echoes, I suspect that Jan fake baby trapped Ron. So since it worked for her once, she's been trying to run that play for Laura ever since. I can't disagree. I've had those thoughts as well. Well, I don't say like mother, like daughter for nothing, folks. I don't. The apple has not fallen far from the tree despite the rot. Let's see. Bruce says, I'm not eating a scone. I just want one. Okay.
Bruce, life's too short.
Just eat one. Just do it.
Just do it.
Unless your doctor says, don't eat after 9 p.m. I was thinking of Bruce earlier because someone I know just got back from where Bruce lives now or thereabouts. And we were talking about Culver's because Bruce was talking about Culver's. And we were talking about the importance of cheese curds at Culver's. So I was thinking of Bruce earlier today when someone had returned from their sojourns to the land of cheese. So that's for Bruce.
I see.
That's for Bruce.
I see.
And I said, okay, we don't have Culver's anywhere near here, but sometime maybe I'll get to try it and have a good Culver's burger with cheese curds and just have a Wisconsin experience. They also brought back a Wisconsin delicacy, garlic sausage, and I went, ooh.
Garlic sausage,
It's something you can't get around here.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. I told them, so when's dinner? I need to come over and try some of this if you don't mind. It sounded good to me. Sounded very good.
and I can't give you legal advice, but I can tell you generally the way it works is that you would have to obtain essentially an order stopping the sale the night before the sale, if that is what you're inclined to do. Okay.
Okay.
So just wanted to lay that out there a little bit.
Thank you.
Was there any other litigation?
Thank you very much, Your Honor, for all your help. Thank you so much. Since we couldn't get a lawyer, since we're not going to pay a lawyer, it would be my assumption of what's actually going on here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whoever she was talking to wanted third-party cash, which to me tells me they ain't got no money to repay to pay a retainer. Yes. Yes, she said she was talking to one, and the one required a third party to pay. Were you falling asleep during that? You must have been. That was several streams ago.
Probably.
That was the requirement.
I barely remember what I did last week, folks. Let's
and to show that the financial woes go further, we'll talk about how that turns into little Laura's problems too, because that's next. Let's finish this off.
Okay.
Litigation or creditor dispute pending before this case was filed?
No.
Okay, so you're not a plaintiff or defendant in any type of action?
No.
Okay, or your husband, Mr. Owens?
There was Chase, which had our a credit card that is included in the
grilled cheese with lots of pickles, loads of pickles. I'm intrigued.
Besides the pickles part, that sounds really fucking good.
Well, you know, I was okay with deep fried pickles the other night.
Those actually were pretty good.
I was okay with that. Much to my shock, I thought it'd be horrific.
Well,
because I thought, warm, soggy pickles, that's going to be awful.
You need to try new things. You've heard it here, folks.
I was okay with that.
Yes. And you're not going to die. So you're going to be fine.
Well, maybe. I may be allergic to certain shellfish, but never mind. Oh, Culver's doesn't have scones. That happens. Surely they have coffee places with scones in Wisconsin, Bruce. I would think.
You can go to Starbucks and get little mini ones.
He probably doesn't. See, this is why I hate coffee. Is because Starbucks ruins coffee. It tastes bitter. It probably tastes just like the crap I was forced to try yesterday morning that gave me the ugliest pucker face that had the entire table laughing for like 5 minutes. Horrible.
It was probably Folgers.
No.
By Cisco Foods. I don't know.
Oh, I sure hope not.
Yeah, there's much better coffee out there than Starbucks. I get that. I also go to Starbucks when I am just like, I just need something reliable. You know, Echoes, have you ever seen The Good Place, that TV show?
No, I don't think. Okay. Bruce is talking about cones.
My thing isn't going to make
dipped
sense.
In butter.
For those who have seen The Good Place, Starbucks coffee, particularly like the Pike Place blend.
Echoes and Jeep Daddy try new things. New channel.
Oh my God.
You know, that could be members only content.
That could. I feel like that's like a Mateo and like, Nick Smith level shit.
Llama Learns is like members only content. See, we need to work on the member stuff now. Mom's Biscotti. Good evening, depending on where you are.
Hello.
See, Mom's Biscotti, which I do miss Mom's Biscotti. I think Jan is dropping hints that she might try to sue the lender. You think? But I think she's struggling to pinpoint what she could use as an argument that wouldn't immediately be thrown out. You think? I agree. She's looking for any out she's got. She's throwing so much spaghetti on the wall. We're going to have to start singing in Italian. I might have to leave that to Hey Rob.
I'm not getting an accordion out for this shit.
Hey, you know, if it works for Dean Withers to turn around and play his like Casio keyboard thing, you should get out your accordion once in a while.
When has he done that?
You need to watch more of his stuff, sir. Jennifer C says scones are easy to make and you can get a whole batch. It's true.
I used to make homemade scones.
You can do it from the box, but I would say if you can do it it's not that hard from scratch.
Well, from scratch, it's not that difficult.
No, it's not that bad. I mean, you can save time to get the mix, but
I
think they're better if you do it from scratch.
Get yourself a box of Fisher scones. Those are one of the definitively good ones that is available in a box. It's a staple of certain fairs up in the Pacific Northwest. And I couldn't help it when I saw one of their trucks out front of one of the grocery stores I go to. And I'm like, I know that I'm not supposed to eat this, but fuck it, I'm going to have one. And it was
a good
delightful.
scone is like,
God damn it,
it's like a croissant. And it's like a fresh croissant when it's warm, but near a time I've actually had one that nice and fresh. It's pretty rare. It is. Oh, it's too bad.
Yes, Jen, yes, I'm full of surprises.
Yeah, he is. Yes. He has yet to serenade anybody with said things, but never mind.
Yeah, because it might be considered a international
I don't know.
Well, clearly Echoes is the vocalist here. So
I think I would have to get out the banjo or something. That goes with accordion, doesn't it?
It could. Although I'm trying to flirt with this bagpiper that...
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
He's really attractive. He's Scottish.
Tell me later. Later.
He plays the bagpipes.
If it's anybody around here, I might know who they are. Let's see. Mom's Biscotiosis is not because she has a legit reason, but because she's a con artist desperate to delay vacating the house. Yes, that is her number one goal. She does not want to let go of the house. I don't think she's going to have much tourists yet. I really don't. Yep. Rob, says scones with double espresso. Now that is the shit, he says.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would keep me wired. I don't think it'd be a good thing for me.
Folks, we need to find Echoes' vice.
Chocolate.
The filing.
You've tried to dissuade me from bribing you with chocolate. I can sometimes do it with chocolate milk.
Bruce says it's not the guy who rides the unicycle and plays bagpipes in Portland, is it? That would be fun.
No.
The Uniper.
No.
What? The Uniper? Oh, Jennifer C. Come back here. Says croissants are easy to make from scratch and the smell is heavenly. Yes, it's just lots and lots of butter. A good whipping paddle on your KitchenAid is a nice thing to have to make croissants, I've learned. It's been a while since I've done that. But it's fun. God, I swear I probably went through like 2 pounds of butter making croissants once. It's wild.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it was crazy. Ooh, no thanks. Kay says Ovaltine. Go crazy. I used to love Ovaltine. I don't get it very often.
Such an old woman. Jesus Christ.
Oh. You know, I've always been a little bit of a Nesquik guy, but Ovaltine kind of hits that slightly malty spot in my brain. And one of my favorite vices is a salted caramel malted shake.
Gross. Yuck.
Oh,
no.
So good.
Fuck off. No.
So good. I have to go 2 hours away. Well, 2.5 hours away to get that one.
Yep. You're on your own. You're on your own.
Good stuff. Little tanginess from the malted and the saltiness from the salted caramel.
Is disgusting. Oh. Filthy human.
The zing and the saltiness kind of tickle my brain to say, never mind the sugar. It's all about the other salty stuff. It works for me. It's just, it's denial of my condition is all it is.
Chase had said that they were going to file something, and then they dropped it once we filed for bankruptcy.
So they had sued you on the balance.
They
had filed a notice of that.
They didn't drop it. They dismissed it because the bankruptcy was being tossed. So there's a difference. She makes it sound like, well, because we were doing this, they dropped it. It's sort of half implying that, we went to bankruptcy and it wasn't going to hold up, so they dropped it. That's what she's trying to imply. At least that's how I interpret it. That's my opinion.
And then they dropped it.
Okay. And that was the only...
Oh, stop it. Trish Jackson's mom. I've done this. Ovaltine sprinkled on top of French vanilla ice cream. Yum. I've done it. I sometimes do that with other powdered cocoa things. It's very nice. Very nice. It's almost like a frozen hot cocoa, which Dairy Queen used to have at one point in time. That was nice. I miss that.
At this point, I'm almost tempted to go right now and make one of the fancy milk plus chocolate protein powder plus vodka drinks and just to see how it actually tastes.
I can't stop you, but if there's a chemical interaction, I would say do not proceed.
What do you mean chemical interaction?
Well, you know, all those powdery things have lots of extra chemicals in them. It might or may not react with alcohol.
It'll
You know,
be
sort of
fine.
like what happens with baking soda and vinegar.
I don't know.
Not that I'm a
If
chemist.
that's going to happen, it's going to happen before I drink it.
Not that I'm a chemist. That's my sister's department. She was the brainiac science nerd. I invested my things in other areas.
Yeah.
Litigation.
That's the only thing that's the only thing.
Okay. Was there?
Oh, never mind all the other litigation happening. You know, like the daughter and like trying to sue the brother and the estate and whatever else.
Yeah, no, the estate.
Never.
thing,
This is
nothing.
the only thing, Your Honor. Sure.
Potential
Sure, Jan.
litigation that you could bring claims against others.
Oh, and there's about 47 content creators that were planning to sue sometime to try and screw them out of money, just like my daughter tried to screw her flings and ex-boyfriends to get money out of them. You know, like she tried to sue.
Like she tried to sue Clayton Eckerd to drop the paternity case for $1.4 million in collateral damages, but never mind.
Oh no.
In connection with the bankruptcy, or
In your dealings, what were the personal circumstances that brought you into bankruptcy, and what was happening in your world personally and financially?
well, I would think that we'd like to pursue what the violations might be with regard to
God, she's delusional.
the mortgage, but we don't have anything at this point.
We're trying to come up with something to sue the mortgage, but we don't have anything
We're
yet.
working on it, but we haven't quite.
I've got my
found
daughter burning a few cycles on the AI generators.
the free ones because she's so broke she can't afford it.
Well, I'm being facetious. Or maybe I'm not. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, there's nothing that I can think of.
All right. At this time, for this Chapter 11 hearing, I would typically set a deadline for filing a plan and disclosure statement. However, I know that you are interested in having the case dismissed, so I'm not going to do that at this time. What I will likely do is continue this hearing to that August 6th hearing we have on the motion to dismiss. Is there anything else you want to tell me now before I turn to Ms. Giamo?
Not that I can think of, no.
All right. Thank you. I'll return to you in a moment. So Ms. Giamo?
Thank you, Your Honor. The only thing that I would ask that the court convey to the debtors is that, first of all, they both absolutely need to appear telephonically at the initial debtor interview. They have received an email notice of when that's going to be held. They just never showed up at the last one. So I would ask that that be done. They also both need to appear and testify telephonically at the 341 meeting. And then the last thing is, yes, I am in communication with Ms. Owens about getting documents. I know Your Honor had ordered them to provide an accounting of the GoFundMe funds, and that's what I was expecting was an itemized accounting.
An itemized accounting from these crazy bitches?
Yeah.
That's funny. Tell another one, Queen Jennifer.
Yeah.
Tell another one.
From what I can tell, I'm not getting that. What I'm getting is a sort of a document dump of bank statements, and that's fine. I will go through the bank statements myself.
Yeah, I wonder if any of those include GoFundMe statements, not just bank statements.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But then I need to make sure I have all of the bank statements. So I'm going to ask that the debtors provide me copies with all of the bank statements of all the accounts into which the GoFundMe funds were deposited and from which the GoFundMe funds were dispersed. For the entire period, starting from when the GoFundMe campaign began.
All right. Ms. Naylor, do you have any questions or concerns about the request?
No, I think that is more than reasonable.
That's more than reasonable.
LOL.
I say that is more than reasonable, Your Honor. God, she's such a character.
Yes, I can. I mean, that is included in the file that we have sent to her. But I think that there is a way that I can clarify it for her, so that I can maybe point her more in the direction.
To send to her, because it was so big I couldn't send it.
It was so big I couldn't stick it in.
You went there.
It's Sunday night. I've got no choice. I've got no choice.
This is the Lord's evening, and here we are.
Oh, please. Oh, please. Who's going to excommunicate me?
Relic, apparently.
Well, he's welcome to try. I've already disfellowshipped myself. Unless he's going to somehow reactivate my records to go back and do that. That would be a neat scandal.
That would be a scandalous shit.
So, a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is going around reinstating old members who have resigned their memberships so that they could have their own excommunication hearings
For the purposes
privately.
of a court of loves, they can get...
Oh my goodness.
They can get excommunicated.
Bruce likes big files and he cannot lie. Other bitches won't deny. Okay. Oh, I tend to like manageable and edible sized files.
Oh my God.
Of
If it's too big, you can't do anything with them, or it just takes too long, as the case proves here.
you know, and instead of having to look at each and every one of these things, I think I can clarify that, and I will do so in an email this afternoon.
Okay, very good. Thank you. For my information, because I'm not sure exactly how it works on those GoFundMe accounts, I'm assuming there's a statement, much like a bank statement, that shows incoming amounts and potentially who they came in from, and then shows amounts withdrawn and where they went, i.e. to a particular bank account. Is that accurate?
Correct. And it's very, very clear. It's a very clear paper trail where it came in, how much came in, what day it came in, and where it went.
Okay. And that documentation is part of the large file that you're trying to send to Ms.
Yes.
Jamo? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Thank you for the clarification, Ms. Naylor. Ms. Jamo, anything further, ma'am?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you. And again, I apologize for my tardiness.
All right. Thank you. Glad to have you here. Let me ask if there's anyone on the line who wishes to be heard. This is the time set for the court to consider the status of this pending Chapter 11 case. All right. Hearing none, let me turn back to Ms. Naylor and Mr. Owens. Is there anything further to hear from you?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
No.
All right. Well, let's just confirm the continued hearing date and time then, which is August 6th. At what time, Ms. Hall?
At 2:30 p.m.
At 2:30 p.m. And again, I would note that yesterday, the $600 installment for the next filing fee was due. That was due on July 6th. Ms. Naylor, did you make that payment?
Yes, I did, and I have a receipt for it with me.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And then the next one is due on July 31st. Okay. All right.
Do I need to give the receipt or?
No, it'll appear on the court's on the court's docket. So I appreciate that you have that. Okay. Is there anything further then, ma'am?
No.
All right, then let's go ahead and adjourn and conclude this hearing. We'll see you on August 6th. Good luck.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There we go.
Huh. There it is.
There we go. So there's that. That's that. And thanks to our good researcher friends on All the Best Research. That is their YouTube channel. Link is below in the show notes. All the best research and timelines on the interwebs as well. They're on it right now. They are on it with this bankruptcy stuff. As of course is Big Tiff Dog, and I think Big Tiff Dog is a significant contributor to the bankruptcy stuff for All the Best Research. That's a hunch. I don't know that for sure, but I suspect so. You know, this good group synergy going on here.
Make
If
sure
it's
you
not
like and
Schnitzel,
subscribe and
it's
do all
these
the
guys.
things with all the best, because they
Do
a
it, yes.
phenomenal
And
job.
I put a comment saying all the best is the best, which is true, because they're with it. And if they're not with it, then Schnitzel's with it. And if Schnitzel doesn't have it, somebody else does. See, it's great synergy. I'd like the Lego people to get a little bit more organized, you know?
They ought to.
Yeah, it's a little messy, a little scattered, a little
Although
not redacted enough, you know?
Well, yeah, but that one website, I can remember it, but the one with the map.
Oh, yeah. The BAM map.
The BAM map. That, whomever's behind that did a fucking good job with that. But like that,
I think they had robots help them.
They did. They're very clear about that in the bottom part of their site. But it's like,
yeah.
I also had my robots go and look at that site, and it was just like, oh, okay, here we go. So, yes.
Well, if everyone's robots are comparing notes and they align, it's got to be pretty good then.
Yes.
SFT says, Jan is so dumb. The judge just gave her 3 opportunities to mention Laura's criminal case. So Jan better hope there's no connection between the GoFundMe and Laura's legal BS, because Jan just refused disclosure 3 times. It is my suspicione that there is a link between the GoFundMe and Go Pay Laura's lawyers.
What?
And speaking of paying lawyers, guess what's next, Jeep Daddy?
Oh my God, is it my buddy?
You drink and grass like you mow.
Almost. He's not. No, he's later. He's at the end. If we get that far. Yeah. So guess what we've got? We've got a motion for declaration of indigency and eligibility. I want to say ineligibility. That's just my wishful thinking, folks. I wish she was ineligible to be indigent, but no. A motion for declaration of indigency and eligibility for court-appointed experts and investigators. Shall we read this? I'm feeling silly tonight, so I'm going to read it in silly voice.
Well, while Bruce is struggling with words in chat.
Bruce, well, if I can struggle with words on stream, Bruce can struggle with words in chat.
Yeah. Third time's a charm, Bruce, to make the joke. Go for it.
I want this one. And, as much as he wants to try and retract it, I'm opening a broad stand called All the Versed. See, this is the problem with StreamYard. When people retract their YouTube things, I can still pull them up.
They're still here. Because he had it right.
A brat stand. I liked the other one better, Bruce, but I might be just a little bit of a misogynist from time to time.
What? No.
Especially when talking about this case.
Well, she's sort of earned it. It's not just some sort of default because female parts. Like, she's actually earned. She's earned this one.
Sometimes she's kind of misogynist, too. Which is kind of weird. But, I see weirder things. So who am I kidding?
There's a lot of weird shit out there these days, let me tell you.
Well, and I was sort of reminiscing since, I was having family time. And I was thinking about this case. And it's like, my sister went through hell having the 2 kids she's got, who I barely know. She had 2 C-sections. And after the second one, the doctor said, and you're done. And then, this crazy bitch runs around saying, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant. She gets as pregnant as often as dandelions pop out in my front yard.
Right.
And then, I've got a miscarriage. I've had an abortion. It's like, It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Now,
the Owenses
are batshit crazy.
Yeah. Reference earlier videos of all of my rants about that. It's just like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just...
Shall we read some more crazy?
Ditzy bitch. But yes, please, let's go. Let's the defendant of Laura Owens.
This should stir some people to righteous indignation.
Okay, I'm all about
all
that.
Right. In silly voice, because I'm feeling silly.
Defendant Laura Owens, through her attorney, the Christian Looters, hereby respectfully requests that this court, pursuant to Rules 6.4 and 6.7 and 15.9, Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure, issue an order declaring her indigent and eligible for court-appointed assistance in the preparation of her defense. That's the beginning. That's the beginning. Chapter 1. Just wait. It's chapter 1. Relevant factual summary. This indictment includes 14 felony counts, and if convicted at trial, Ms. Owens should, I want to say should, but it says could, be facing decades in prison. Defendant is currently unemployed and living with her parents at their home, which is about to be foreclosed on, where they assist her with all of her living expenses. Prior to 2025, when charges were originally brought in the previous case, Ms. Owens had a good job and a solid income
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Is that not a work of fiction? So what's true? She had a good job and solid income last year when she claimed she never had a job. She never had a W-2.
Yeah, never had a W-2 income.
She was never paid directly. You know, her parents were like giving her allowance or God knows what. So what's true? We've either committed perjury in a federal bankruptcy court or we're committing perjury here too.
Whatever's most convenient for the time, Echoes, obviously.
Oh, God, of course. Oh, how dare I think intelligently?
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
Never mind thinking logically or turning that off. You can't even think rationally. You have to be like stupid. Yeah. I don't want to use the tism.
Suck in a whole bunch of helium balloons, do plenty of drugs, and wash it down with the strongest, like 101 wild turkey. Let's just go wild turkey 101. Wash it all down with that. And then you might become close.
Turkey sounds good.
Yeah, this isn't like
turkey. I like the sound of turkey right now.
It's a whiskey.
Oh, turkey in the rye.
I'll let you try it.
Oh God, talk about making faces.
That would be we could do. Okay.
Echoes
Here we go,
tastes.
folks. I have a new live stream. Whenever
that's going to be my wheel
do,
of regrets, isn't it?
It is because
no, I am not doing a Nick Starro.
We're in the same.
I'm vetoing this now. I am not doing a Nick Starro
physical
wheel of
location
regrets. I am not doing it. We're not having a wheel of regrets.
Echoes and I will be in the same location, live on camera, trying Wild Turkey 101.
I am not doing this unless we're doing a grift and it's going to take us to Arizona or something.
I need upvote. Like, that's the thing, folks. Like, let's
go ahead and have a poll. I'm sure everyone will be on your
let's
side.
Do it. Of course they will.
I'm sure everyone will be on
They,
your side.
like me, love delighting in the torture of you. But this is why we're family.
I don't agree with this. I don't agree with where this is going at all. Okay, back to the reading.
However, she has since lost all previous sources of income and completely relies on her family. I didn't say that right. Family for financial support. You know, because that's how the Owenses, that's how we Owenses say it. Family. It's like 5 syllables. Family for financial support. All of her savings, assets. She has assets? She said she had nothing. She said she was as broke as a poor church mouse.
What about the horses?
She didn't say that. She didn't say she was broke as a church mouse, but she said she has got no money. All of her stuff is... She's never had a job in 35 years. She told Queen Jennifer she has no job. She's never actually been directly paid. And the dogs are only worth $1. That's what she said. I think.
The dogs were worth $1?
Echoes will not
What
be
the
trying
fuck?
new things on stream.
Yes, he will. Yeah, maybe.
No, nope.
Yep, maybe.
Nope.
Maybe. Yep.
Not unless I get pledges exceeding $5,000.
Okay, you heard it here, folks. 5,000. Let's go. Let's.
You'll have to pay your own way to Arizona.
Oh no, this is happening at home.
Oh, then we better make it $10,000.
No, we
better up the stakes here.
You're not. This is not Echoes as a service. You don't get to change.
Live on stream.
You do not get to change the terms of agreements in the service on the fly. That is not how this works.
No. Nope, I will not render consent without reading it in full disclosure up front. I just won't do it. Okay. All of her assets, blah, 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 have been expended on her multiple legal battles. Well, that's her own fault, including this case. Well, if she wants to be a stupid bitch and sue everybody because she's stupid and likes to pretend to play pregnant woman, and she's not even a good enough fake doctor to pass that one off realistically.
Right.
You know, If she was smart, she would have at least gone to, like, get a nursing degree and have, you know, a modicum of intelligence when it came to medical things before pretending that, you know, just, like, rubbing up against a guy makes her instantly pregnant, like, I don't know, something from Star Trek, and they just look at each other and they're instantly pregnant.
Isn't that what the Mormons feared, like, growing up, of like, oh, if you pet too much or if you're too close, then suddenly something bad's going to happen. Like, oh my God, suddenly you're pregnant.
Oh, if you rub something, you'll end up pregnant, and you have to be married first to have pregnancy.
Yeah, you got to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was going to be rubbing against, you know, that was not a problem for me. Rubbing up against some girl and necking and petting was not going to be a problem. Much to their dismay. A few tried. I would have. I screamed and ran the other way for obvious reasons.
Yeah, screamed.
I mean, I don't have a rainbow flag for nothing. and you know, some of them, I'm sure, had there been an alternate version of me, probably would have gone along with a few of them, but there was not an alternate version that was going to go along with that. Not in this timeline. Oh, let's see. Where was I?
While defendant's parents provide the bulk of her support. Well, what's the rest? That's all she's got. It's either her parents or she's... I don't know. Which could she be? She's not a barista. She's not working at Barry's Boot Barn. You know, selling her body for fitness or whatever it is they do at Barry's Boot Barn. I don't know. What else could there be? It's her parents doing everything, I think. She's not, yeah. Well, maybe the small cash from the horsey things when she wins first place against 12-year-olds.
Maybe that was her solid stream income. Her rock solid income as of the year ago was at the Boot Barn.
Mommy, I'm going to do another horse competition. I need $7,000, and then if I win, I'll get $150. That's a good business model. That's like my line of work. How do we make $1 million? Well, we need to start with $3 million.
You're right. It takes money to make money. Oh
my goodness. Let's see, while her parents provide bulk of support, including providing Miss Owens a monthly allowance. Oh my God, I didn't read far enough ahead. We provide Miss Owens with a monthly allowance to cover her expenses listed in the affidavit of financial information. They themselves are currently in federal bankruptcy proceedings. I'm surprised they bother mentioning it. While it is not listed on the affidavit, it should be noted that victim Clayton Eckert was awarded approximately $200,000 in attorney's fees and costs against Ms. Owens in the family paternity matter with the case number there. That debt is still outstanding against Miss Owens. Does she admit to that, though? Or is she going to deny it and go to trial? Laura Owens, do it. We want to hear your story. Go to trial. Any income defendant receives and any assets she requires because she likes to show off her assets, as she did to Clayton Eckert standing up against a horse with what some people think is an AI-enhanced ass. That Clayton went, ooh, I want to try that. Silly boy. Our subject,
Clayton needs to learn how to wank it a little bit better.
He needs to take, he needs a meaningful date with himself.
I could help him with that.
Maybe he needs some toys.
I'll help him with that, too.
You would think football players would figure this out a little bit quicker? But I don't know. Any income defendant receives, that being Laura Michelle Owens, any assets she requires are subject to garnishment toward the payment of the debt. Ms. Owens now respectfully requests this court to declare her indigent and eligible for court-appointed assistance in the preparation of her defense. This will include the assistance of an expert in digital forensics. Oh my God. Well, obviously we are learning, folks, that this is not going to trial this summer. There we go. This is evidence right here.
Yeah. Probably not.
You are not going to get a digital forensics expert in like 2.5 weeks. Nope. I'm going to say right now, let's see, what do I think? Next spring, maybe. Next spring. And I think Mr. Looters is going to be on his way out the door after this one. We're declaring indigency, and I'll bet we're going to want a public defender again. What do you think? Am I right, folks? I'll bet some of you know the answer already. Let's see, okay.
I'm not taking the counter bet, just for the record. Like, that's not going to happen.
Court-appointed assistants. Okay. This will include the expert digital forensics and may include additional experts such as an investigator and or a mitigation expert. I wonder what we're mitigating. Not fleas. Well, maybe fleas. I don't know. Maybe rodents. Maybe spiders. We could be mitigating against spiders. See, the defendant submits that.
We're going to mitigate against chipmunk. We're going to chipmunk.
What?
Yep, critters. We got the critters.
You got a curse?
No, the critters.
Oh, the critters. Oh, dear. Hey, Rob says, I feel like we are watching a new episode of the Chipmunks. Echoes.
If I play this game, is it gonna get us copyright struck?
Oh,
I can't do them together. Oh, dear.
Oh,
I'll have to fix that. That could be funny.
Echo.
Lord.
I have too much technology. I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm not.
He likes to push all the buttons, even if he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
I do. I like all the buttons, just like I like all the chocolate. Just don't have nuts in it, and don't be German chocolate. That's not chocolate at all. That's stupid.
Nothing wrong with nuts in things.
It depends on the kind of nuts. The defendant submits that with other indigent defendants, the specific assistance will be obtained through the office of court-appointed counsel. Ooh. Next chapter. 2. Discussion. Rule 6.4 of the ARCP sets forth a procedure of the court to determine whether a defendant is indigent. It's not indignant. It's not indigent. It's indigent. The defendant therefore requests this court issue an order declaring her indigent and eligible for court-appointed assistance. In the preparation of her dispense, evidently we have not prepared a defense. I'm disturbed. I'm very disturbed. We have not prepared her defense.
Naughty.
What have they been doing? They've been kicking the can.
Kick the can, maybe, and
right.
trying to find ways to defer it, and maybe, just forget about it. Oh my God.
Can we dismiss this criminal case? Can we, settle out of court, please? Oh, Queen Rachel Mitchell, can we just settle this? Can I pay you money? I'll write an IOU in crayon. A, the defendant is entitled to the assistance of an investigator, experts, and the fund needed for this assistance. The paramount importance to an indigent defendant of an investigator and other services was recognized by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in Mason v. State of Arizona. Blah, 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 blah. Skip. The court's analysis first surveyed the constitutional principles requiring that the indigent defendants be provided with assistance when charged with a criminal defense. See Gideon v. Wainwright. Indigent Sixth Amendment right to counsel applicable to states through 14th Amendment, blah, blah, blah. Indigents must be provided with transcripts of proceedings for appeal. We don't care about that. Indigents must be, provided counsel on appeal, fine. Therefore, the Mason court stated that, and I quote, the principles steadfastly announced in the Supreme Court decisions reviewed above required us to hold that the effective assistance of counsel guarantee of the Due Process Clause requires, when necessary, the allowance of investigative expenses or appointment of investigative assistance for the indigent defendants in order to ensure effective preparation of their defense by their attorneys. The court concluded that the failure of the state to provide such assistance when needed results in ineffective trial representation. See, etc., etc. Trial court has both constitutional, statutory duty, blah, 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 blah. Skip. In this case, the defendant is defacing charges. Is facing charges that could potentially center. I'll bet you'd love to deface these charges, wouldn't she? Little arts and crafts. Let's take out all these felonies. Let's make them little slaps on the wrist. Let me just get out my crayon, my Laura Owens lead-based paint crayon, and let's cross them all out. Maybe she should eat more paint chips. Let's see. To deny her the assistance of an investigator or certain expert witnesses would be tantamount to denying her right to fully investigate the crimes she faces or the defenses that might be available to her solely because of her indigency. Dear. This would clearly be a denial of her right to equal protection. Oh. Let's see, denial of right of indigency violates equal protection clause. The U.S. Supreme Court explicitly condemned such allocations of rights based on wealth in Griffin v. Illinois.
All right, Cubby the Chipmunk, you keep going. I need a refill, obviously.
Go on.
Yeah.
Go. Get. Shoo.
Fuck you.
There can be no equal justice where the kind of trial a man gets. Well, she's not a man, supposedly, even though her mugshot called her a man. Oh, dear. I thought we had a secret with that one. I was hoping for breaking news at the mugshot that Laura Owens is, in fact, not a woman, but I think that was just a mistake. But it would have been funnier otherwise. B. The equal protection clauses of the Arizona and U.S. Constitution guarantee the defendant the services of an investigator and other expert services at the state's expense. Now, all of my dear friends in Arizona and the taxpayers should be absolutely outrageous. They should be outraged. Well, they could be outrageous too. They should be outraged. This crazy bitch is gonna get free help. Free help. Dear. Oh, look at that. What do we got? CLT Doc MD says Hellville Raid. Woo! Welcome, Hellville Hell Raiders. Welcome. Welcome to the Squeaky Show, because we're reading Laura Owens, and we have to be silly when we are reading about Laura Owens. That's just the way it is here. Last time it was about her mother, but now we're reading about her indigency, because she's indigent. Crazy woman. See, Jen the Couch Fairy. Oh, Jen the Couch Fairy says, Tridate. Okay. Internal chats. I don't need to read them. Her mom is nuts. She has autism? ? Nah. Tridate says, Gingras claimed he believed her side of the story. Well,
we have extensive conversations, right?
Sipping from the bottles as much as he allegedly did will make you believe all kinds of things. Well, especially when mixed with other things. Oh. I've lost my spot. Oh, well, you know what? Maybe I'll just check in on chat.
We'll take a little break. We'll check in on chat. I'll turn off the voice. Give myself a break from it for a minute. Kimbo. Hi, Kimbo. Good to see you. Twitter was on fire about Mr. Luter's Esquire misstating Elo's employment history. I'm sure he's been noticed on the matter. Well, it's his folly. He took the case, and he may regret it later. We shall see. Let's see. Turdata de Jen says, I wonder if we'll hear about a whole new diagnosis. I'm waiting for it. I am here for that.
Bring it. Do it.
I am here for that because I suspect we will hear. We have taken Laura Owens to a psychiatric professional, and they are declaring her as nutty as a tree trunk full of squirrel nuts. Yes, that's what I've discovered. She is so nutty that you can make a whole case of peanut butter out of the inside of her head. What else? There's got to be some other stuff there, but
Look out for that dead
I don't
hamster
know.
that's been in there
I'm just a
stealing on the
country
wheel.
hick. What?
Just look out for that poor hamster that's been like spinning dead on the wheel in her head for a while you're making your peanut butter.
Peanut butter. I bought some new peanut butter today.
Did you? Is it any good, or is
I've
it
already
that
been
Jif
nibbling
shit?
on it. No. Oh God, no.
Well, then what'd you get?
Adams.
Good answer. That is the only. I would swear to God, if you had said anything like
but
Jif
I
or
get
Skippy,
the-
I'd hit the end button.
I
I'd
can't
be
do
out.
that. I cannot do that stuff because it's got too much sugar in it. Both for obvious reasons, and I don't like the sweetness. I do not like sweet peanut butter. I can't stand
Gross.
it. It makes me gag.
God, no. Yuck.
No, we don't do Jif. We don't do Skippy. We don't do any of that national sugary stuff.
Thank God you still have some standards.
I know. Well, and I like the Adams creamy, the no stir. So you don't. I mean, I'll get the plain one if I have to, but I like the no stir one. And if I can't get those, I get the teddy bear. Have you tried that? The teddy bear peanut butter?
Teddy bear? No.
Yes, it's pretty good. It's a little more like the regular organic Adams that you do have to stir.
I like that.
So
That's the stuff I get. I get
Yeah.
the normal, it separates, and also I like the crunchy peanut butter.
I figured you would. I had a feeling.
Why?
You're like my brother in many ways, in sort of food choices. And dare I
Is
say,
it
well,
only that, or was there some other indicator why you thought I would like the crunchy peanut butter?
I don't know. You like crunching on nuts?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Only
Yeah.
with only with consent, but
Stick them in your mouth and suck them. Okay.
oh my God.
But you know, shucking peanuts and all that has become kind of I don't care for bag bulk peanuts.
But that's, you can do that.
Because, the saltiness is on the outside. So, you got to lick the salt off the shell and then eat the nuts from the inside. It's like,
it's kind
too
of a
much
fun
work.
pastime to, like, peel
It's
them
fun
open and
doing
eat
it.
them.
It's just
Yeah.
like, why can't we get the saltiness on the inside, please? For the love of God. So, my nuts, I get, a jug of,
Here he is
roasted
talking about his
salty
nuts, folks. You heard it here
I
live.
like and I can't do honey roasted so much anymore. It's too much sugar. but
Yeah, that's too
I do like well roasted salty nuts.
Yes.
Preferably peanuts. Not into cashews, not into walnuts, not into almonds. I generally don't care for that stuff. They taste funny to me. It's just a thing. Oh, let's see. What is Bruce saying? Bruce says, the only time I ever heard DSG try to explain why he believed Laura was because he said he read something by Woodnick that he didn't think was correct. Yeah, he did say some stupid things. Let's see. Mom's Biscotti said, could they use mitigation to blame her behavior on Jan persuading or assisting her to do it? That would be a fun twist. If Mommy Dearest is named the accomplice, and I really hope she is at some point, I don't know at what point that would happen, other than maybe during the hearing or the trial.
Wouldn't that be
I should say.
amazing, though?
They haven't done it. They've kept it quiet. But I would imagine if they do know who it is, that the defendant, or perhaps defendants, plural, already know that they know that, and someone's just biting their tongue because she likes to hold her cards closer to the vest than her daughter. At least it's my opinion. Mommy Dearest is the accomplice. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I will hold space to being wrong about that one, but I don't think I am.
He doesn't like to be wrong. But
no, which is
he
why
is wrong occasionally, and I called him out on the previous.
Yeah, it was because I stopped. I was premature. I was premature in getting it done.
You were so wrong.
I was still wrong though.
You were wrong.
I was
right.
It has not skewed my average very much though yet, so there is that. And then Bruce continues.
Yeah, but I gotta try. I gotta poke you a little bit.
But if Woodnick, even if Woodnick was incorrect about something, that doesn't mean Laura was correct about pregnancy, paternity, and or miscarriage. Oh, there he goes. There goes the moose being all logical and stuff.
Oh well.
Let's see. Jen the Couch Phrase says Jif has no sugar. We're trying the teddy bear one now too. It's very runny. Doesn't have to go in the fridge. I keep mine in the fridge, but you got to stir it really, really well. And I will be honest, because I am such a deer in the woods and I need my salt lick, I add more salt.
So if you have stirring required peanuts, get like a hand mixer that has like you don't have to use the traditional beats. yes, but
Like
some of them
the
come with this-
long.
yeah, but instead of like the 3 or 4 blade ones or whatever that you would use to normally like whip or mix anything else, they sometimes come with stirrers that are kind of like a spinny, and you can put that in there and it mixes it
That's a good idea.
really, really well.
I don't have that problem. I just get a big old knife in there, and I just sit there and kind of churn it like butter until it's right, and then I keep mine in the fridge because I do like it.
I'm lazy, so I just make the mixer do it.
And I've discovered that it doesn't separate out as quickly if I keep it in the fridge. So after I stir it, it stays in the fridge.
No,
That's
thanks.
what I do.
It kind of looks like a dough attachment, but it's for the hand mixer, so it's really about stirring and not about kneading. It's not like the dough attachment for a KitchenAid. This is very it's a whole different application. But
Your immersion blender, isn't that what they're called now?
no,
No, or
It's
do you
just
mean
a-
like the double,
it's like
the old double whirlpool? Who made those things? Waring or I forget.
Sunbeam.
now.
I have a Sunbeam. That's also old
with
school. I had
with a
Sunbeam.
double paddle type thing.
Yeah, it's got
God,
the
that's-
2 little paddles, and you put them
Wow,
in the
you-
things, and like
You have appliances you actually know how to use.
shut your pie hole, fuckface. I know how to use some appliances in this house. Thank you
I
very
am
much.
impressed. See, Jeep Daddy confesses
Oh
to me
my
he doesn't
God.
cook, but here
Oh
he
my
is talking
God.
about appliances and churning his butter. I'm impressed. Because whenever I'm making a nice dinner, he's like, "So when are you bringing it?" He's like, "When are you bringing that dinner over to me?" Because we could get a sponsor because Jeep Daddy likes to get meals to go.
We probably could,
I think
but
we
that's just
could.
because I'm lazy.
You know who we
I know
need
how
for a
to cook.
sponsor?
I know how to bake. I know how to bake. I am a damn good baker.
But you don't have a sourdough starter in your kitchen, so I don't believe
do.
you.
That's the thing that's not.
That's rude. That's rude. So you know who we need
You're
for a
bitch.
sponsor?
I
know.
look.
You're a
I can
bitch.
make.
You're a- Isn't that
I
a
can make
song?
Bruce. I'm going to make you some fucking scones that you're going to die for, and then you can.
and then I'm gonna have
all
to try
prove
them
Echo's
too.
wrong.
Yeah, well, that's fine. But I want to try them too. We need to have chicken nuggets be our sponsor.
No shit. I've
you
given
think
them
you'd
enough
do it?
business lately, and well, over the course of their opening, that
Yeah. I would take them as a sponsor, but they probably don't have the money because things are expensive. Okay. Golly Moses,
Anyway.
where was I? Golly, what was that? A 15-minute digression? We're doing good.
probably.
You haven't called me enough names yet. You're still a little bit on the low side.
Keep going, and we'll see where it
Jim the
goes.
Couch Face says, "Sorry, Rob, no salty nuts for you." Okay, what did I miss? What did Rob say? Let's see. Now I'm the sadder. I cannot eat sodium. I had my stepmother telling me I need to get sodium capsules because I have a lot of weird muscle cramps, and we were talking about. She's like, "Yeah, your sodium level's probably low. You need more electrolytes." I'm like, "You're probably right."
Rob, just make
So-
sure you wash his nuts before then, and then they're not salty, and you'll be fine.
Whose nuts are we talking about?
Oh wait, what are we talking about?
Potassium. Yeah, that's a bit.
well,
Yeah, I get you.
Getting
Being
older is a
hypertensive is
bitch.
no fun either. Hopefully, I don't get that curse too. But golly, just shoot me at that point. Put me down and turn me into glue like the horses. Bruce says,
Be
"Wait,
more
does a
valuable.
butter churn?"
They could probably get more money out of the horses
Probably so.
that way than they could just selling. Oh my
Someone
God.
else said, "Turn
That
them
was
into
a horrid
glue."
thought that I just had, but like I had to say it.
I think Rob on Law and Lumber said that to just take them to the glue factory, and Ian Runkle said, "Rob." I think that was something he said. In that. Think of an ice cream paddle, says Ikimbo, but smaller.
Oh my God!
You're gonna have to get it out and show.
Yeah,
people.
I'm just
I'll
gonna
keep reading.
I'm just gonna have to whip it out.
Show
Okay, fine,
and
fuck
tell
off.
with Jeep Daddy as soon as he comes back. Okay, here we go.
Where was I? Norbert, public defenders. Okay, in Madison Mason. I've forgotten where we were. Okay, yes, right at the top. Good. In Mason v. State of Arizona, an indigent federal habeas corpus petitioner challenged the refusal of the state trial court to appoint an investigator in his homicide prosecution. Oh, luckily for her, she's not facing homicide prosecution. But you never know. The life is still young. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals stated quite clearly that unless the state provided Mason with an equivalent and fundamentally fair substitute for the normally available investigative services of the public defender's investigative staff, he was denied equal protection. The court further stated that, quote, a state court should probably view with considerable liberality a motion for such pretrial assistance, end quote.
Do we have a peanut butter update?
Yes, we have a peanut butter update.
Okay, do it now.
Okay, so this is a standard KitchenAid blade, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't really use this. This is the dough hook. Okay.
Yeah.
So just for comparison purposes, this is what you use in a KitchenAid to properly knead dough in there. All right. So that's the standard bearer.
Thank you so much, Wheat Toast West Coast. Like and follow everyone, please. Thank you.
This is the normal blade that you would put in like one of those little,
in your regular hand mixer from back in the day.
From back in the day or the current, because you can still buy them now.
I might have one somewhere.
This is what I use. And see, like, these are the stirs. So you put them in. There's two of them.
Look at that.
And see how they like agitate and they turn? So you put this in the peanut butter thing. You can even use just one if you want to. You don't have to use both.
I would use them both.
And you stick them in and they turn. And because of the spiral and because of the hook and everything, it agitates everything. So you can really just dig into all the sides and it will thoroughly mix everything and you're going to be just fine. And you don't have to use a knife.
And do you lick them off after you're done?
Goddamn right I do.
That's a lot of peanut butter to lick off.
It's not that bad.
Well, if you do it right, you get most of it in there.
You keep it running, and
I would do it too.
You pull out slowly as you're supposed to.
No thanks says, yep, dough hook for a hand mixer. LOL, I'm old. I don't think I've ever had an attachment like that for my hand mixers, but that's great.
I don't know. I got these. It just was whatever I bought at Kohl's or wherever the fuck it is that I got this. I have no idea, but
yeah, I would.
These are part of it. So
sometimes you can get some good deals.
This is what I use to stir my peanut butter, folks. And it is really effective. And you don't have to put it in the fucking fridge because then it's just hard and really difficult to work with. And that's not what you want.
No.
To be hard.
Jennifer C says, if you eat the peanut butter fast enough, it doesn't need to be refrigerated unless your kitchen gets and stays over 85 degrees. If it gets too hot in the cupboard, it will spoil. I have had peanut butter go bad in less than 85 degrees. Just saying. I've had it go rancid. Especially that kind.
It is
so
possible.
I just keep my all natural peanut butters in the refrigerator. And you just don't have to worry about stirring it again because it will separate if you let it sit for too long.
Yep.
But I do like my peanut butter, so I go through it.
And it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Stir it again. Especially if you have a
Jeep
kitchen
Daddy
gadget to do
approved.
it's going to be fine.
Jeep Daddy approved.
Yeah. And yes,
there
this
can
was
be no question that Miss Owens.
This was our Jeep Daddy segment of kitchen gadgets with Jeep Daddy. Thank you very much.
Jeep Daddy with his kitchen appliances. Ooh, ooh. Cooking love and bacon for you. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, we're back to bacon now, are we? Okay. Please continue.
Bacon?
Bacon? Mm-hmm.
I did have some... They could have made my bacon crispier, but I did eat the bacon.
Good job.
Yeah, I did eat bacon. There was a lot of bacon on that table.
Christ, now I got all these fucking kitchen appliances everywhere in there.
I'll keep reading. You can put them away.
There can be no question that Ms. Owens, an indigent defendant because she says she makes no money, despite having been the face of her parents' in air quotes company, plural companies, plural LLCs, plural, would be entitled to the resources of the public defender's investigative staff. I think we're asking for a public defender now. If she were represented by the public defender in this matter. Accordingly, the denial of an investigator appointed at the state's expense would amount to a denial of equal protection under the law. This constitutes an independent ground for granting the defendant's request for a declaration of indigency and eligibility of court-appointed experts and investigators. Let's see. C. The defendant is entitled to an investigator and expert appointed at the state's expense because a reasonable attorney would engage such services for a client having the independent financial means to pay them. Well, guess what, folks? That means she ain't got no money to pay him. Oh! Or not very much.
No.
Maybe the initial retainer we pulled out of the GoFundMe cash, and now they can't pay for any experts.
Well, I was doing some math. I was doing some math in the car while I was listening to everybody in my travels. And I went to take this thing to trial. We're probably talking a cool $750,000 for defense. Probably higher. Probably higher with experts. I would say pushing 1.1 mil. What do you think?
I mean, at $500-$600 an hour, yeah,
or more, because this is a criminal defense, and there's going to be several months and continuances, as her daughter says. She has the status hearing in August. She'll fire looters and then ask for a new lawyer who will ask for a 3-month continuance. Delay. And now we're asking for indigency status so we can have the state pay for experts. And it's going to take them months to get caught up on whatever it is they want experts for because of the, we're going to try and poke holes in the digital forensics.
I still don't understand the strategy.
They didn't extract it right. Oh, they farted when they were transferring the file to the thumb drive. Oh, yeah. They might have eaten too much bean dip and got it all over the thumb drive, which means the files were compromised. Oh,
have you considered it?
Laura Owens thinks he's cute, so hide him away. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. What?
Have they considered a bidet for that situation? I still don't understand the strategy around dismissal. Because why would you just of the bankruptcy?
To avoid getting an enema in your finances.
I suppose, but I mean, aren't the creditors still going to crawl up your ass and try to get their money?
Well, see, that's kind of the interesting thing. And Queen Jennifer said, I don't know why the banks haven't been very responsive to this case either, which is a fair observation. No one's appeared. But of course, when they filed, they also allegedly didn't notice all the the creditors appropriately. Just like when they filed for dismissal. Did Mama Owens send service? No. The court did that for her, and they've got I think the court said 20 days in the last hearing. So, it's a scam.
I don't know.
It's a hustle. It's a hustle to prevent from losing the house and becoming homeless. That's all it is.
Yes, I agree.
And to cover up what is, in my opinion, decades of fraud they've committed, both in taxes and in their mortgages and other debts they have assumed.
Yes. I don't disagree. I'm curious as how they think that's going to be a valid strategy.
They're stupid.
If you dismiss bankruptcy, then that still means you're on the hook and they're still going to come after you for the fucking bankruptcy.
This is why Mommy Dearest is signaling there's violations from the mortgage company. It's another stall tactic. Because she's not getting anywhere, getting her way with the court system. Well, okay, now we're going to point in the direction of the lien holders, shall we say. Oh, they violated us. They did things they shouldn't have. We filed for that mortgage in duress. We were under duress.
Duress were you? Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I'm making that up, but it sounds plausible. I mean, I swear, they are 3/4 of the way to sovereign citizenville.
Oh my God, wouldn't that just be the most brilliant thing?
They're halfway. They're crazy enough. They're nutty. They're nutty as a jaybird.
I'm traveling from Arizona to California.
I keep waiting for it to happen.
Oh my God, that would just make my fucking day right there.
Your Honor, the rules don't apply for us. We are living women standing on the land. My daughter was pregnant. She's a living woman.
I'm not I'm traveling, and it was all not for commercial purposes. Oh.
Your Honor, I am traveling from point to point in my douche canoe. My personal douche canoe conveyance. You can't force me to register my canoe.
I was avoiding a Schitt's Creek reference again. I was going to, but I went, nah, I used that already.
God, my face hurts from laughing. Please continue.
Okay, very good. Oh, let's see. The constitutes an independent ground for granting the defendant's request for declaration of indigency and eligibility for court-appointed experts and investigators. All right. Let's see.
Chapter C. The defendant is entitled to an investigator and expert appointed at the state's expense because a reasonable attorney would engage such services for a client having an independent financial means to pay for them. Well, we can pay for filing bankruptcies and getting like douche canoe lawyers supposedly, and no, they had no money. Who are they fooling? They're just trying to get everything for free, including professional legal advice. But that's my opinion.
By the judge, but yeah, okay, never mind.
Not just the judge.
I mean, how many people had Laura gone through just in her paternity crap?
Oh my God. 14? I think the robots said
16?
like 14, 15 lawyers.
Yeah. Yeah, a whole shit ton.
Oh my God.
And some of them weren't paid. I remember in the Chapter 7 stuff, at least I think it was Chapter 7 stuff, there was at least one. I think there was more than one. Payments to legal services that never got paid. These people have been like, they go on a smile and a handshake. And people need to run for the hills. Someone else said that. Run for the hills.
1000% correct.
Goodbye, bankruptcy. Hello, IRS. Ooh, that might be a good song title. Let me just make a note of that. Let me make a note of that one. Goodbye, bankruptcy. Goodbye, bankruptcy. Hello, IRS. Bye-bye, love. That's a song, right?
It is a song.
Yeah.
Good job.
God, I'm impressed with myself. And it's one that's more recent than 200 years.
Yeah, that was within the last 100 years. Congratulations.
That's my dad's generation. Maybe he would be impressed. Oh, dear.
In State v. Knapp, the Arizona Supreme Court considered what type of investigative and expert assistance must be provided to indigent criminal defendants. The court noted that the issue of the investigative and expert assistance to indigent defendants implicated three separate constitutional rights: due process, equal protection, sort of like, never mind, and effective assistance of counsel. I better not say what I was thinking there, talking about protection. In determining what services were required to satisfy the due process guarantee of fundamental fairness, the court made reference to USC 3006, which provides for investigative and expert assistance to indigent criminal defendants in federal cases. But she's not federal, not yet. We hope soon. Come on, Queen Jennifer. Go, Queen Jennifer. Take her to federal trial. Go, Queen Jennifer. Little encouragement, little manifesting. We want federal charges too.
Yes, let's go.
What is that sound?
It's to match your chipmunk voice.
I can't hardly hear it. Is that your Lego piano?
No, it's not my Lego piano.
It's really distorted. Testing. Never mind. He's trying to be clever and it's not working. Let's see. The catchphrase says, I generally agree defendants should get court-appointed trial assistance if they need it, but it pisses me off for LO to take up resources when she has no viable defense. I know. But she's got to put up a defense because she doesn't have a big enough chest to get her off the hook.
It's a very minimal chest, really.
It is. It is what it is. And I don't think her starvation, her going all Hunger Games Hunger Strike Games, what's the name of that? Yeah, whatever it is she's doing, where she's like trying to lose all of her weight and, I don't know, blow off like a tumbleweed into the sunset. Despite being at Barry's, she's just skin and bones. It's not healthy. Berries. Poor Berries. She's gone flatter chested just being so super skinny. Oops. That's her problem. And hopefully she's got care. I doubt it, but I hope she's getting care for her eating problems.
That also costs money too, so.
I know. They have no money. They spent it all on other litigation from years ago. Okay, let's see. The court may reference blah, 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 investigative in federal cases. Okay. This Title 18 USC provides that counsel for a person who is financially unable to obtain investigative expert or other services necessary for an adequate defense may request them in an ex parte application. Upon finding, after appropriate inquiry in ex parte proceeding, that the services are necessary and that the person is financially unable to obtain them, the court shall authorize counsel to obtain the services. The standard for deciding what constitutes necessity under 3006 is whether a reasonable attorney would engage such services for a client having the independent financial means to pay for them. Case law, skip. The bar should be bold in seeking subsection E authorizations, and the bench, that being the judge, should be tolerant and entertaining and relatively generous in granting them. The Laura Owens bitches, the Laura Owens mama and girl bitch are trying to get some generosity from the court. Subcommittee on Constitutional Rights of the Senate Committee on Judiciary, 90th Congress, 2nd Edition, Report of Criminal Justice Act in the Federal District Courts. Okay.
Generosity and sympathy, really.
Yes, because Daddy has had 4 cancers, 4 times. 4 cancers, including butt cancer. I don't know. I forget what they are. He's had Parkinson's for forever, and he's supposed to die in a day. That's why Mike Maricini, Mike Maricini, if you were nice to me, Laura Owens, you would have dated me because my dad was dying. We're just being silly.
You're just nice to me.
We're just being silly. Because there's no question that a reasonable attorney defending a similar case would engage the services of an investigator and or expert if the client had independent financial means to pay for them. Ms. Owens is entitled to the services of an investigator at the state's expense. And the key word doing absolutely all the lifting here, the heavy lifting, even though she's kind of skinny, is entitled. We are entitled.
Mm-hmm.
We Laura Owens, we Owens bitches, we are entitled, goddammit. And we want what we want, or we're gonna come get you. Next paragraph. Courts should interpret statutes and rules providing for investigatory and expert services in, quote, fashion consistent with their remedial purpose, placing indigent defendants on a footing closer to that of the prosecutors who have the resources of the government at their disposal. Sailor Supra. In this case, the prosecution has utilized investigators from the Maricopa County Attorney's Office and additional expert witnesses to establish its case against Miss Owens. It would be manifestly unfair to deny the defendant the services of an investigator and other necessary experts on her behalf under these circumstances. I wonder if that means we need Dr. Dribble and Shoot. What do you think? Can they afford him? Can they dig him up from Florida again?
The dribbling who?
Dr. Dribble and Shoot. Dr. Mitchell. You know, the guy who said, boys dribble before they shoot, like basketball players. Although I've seen boys that don't, but I've seen boys that do. I've seen all kinds.
Yeah, there's some that dribble more than they shoot.
That's true.
Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah. It's a spectrum, folks. It's not one thing or the other.
That is correct. Everybody's built a little differently.
Yes, bodies respond differently. Some people are very impressive. Some people are manifest disappointment.
And some people exaggerate quite a bit.
Who's exaggerating? You have to tell me later. Is it anybody I know?
Maybe.
He's got to think about that. It
Gotta
probably
think through
is.
the catalog, but
All right, let's see. Yes. Okay, next one. Chapter D. The defendant is eligible for court-appointed assistance because she is indigent, even though her family had the resources to retain counsel. The defendant is similarly situated to the defendant in Knapp v. Hardy, whose family was able to retain private counsel for him, but who himself was indigent. There, the Arizona Supreme Court stated the mother in the instant case had no legal obligation to provide legal counsel for the defendant, and the determination of indigency must be based on his financial condition and not that of relatives and friends. That sounds terrible.
I don't give a shit.
That sounds terrible. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying. I'm
He's
trying.
playing around. He has no clue what the hell's going on. He's making noises, pre-recorded noises. It just sounds like some sort of buffered farting noise. I don't know.
You're a buffered farting noise.
Yes. Well, if you say it, then I know what you're talking about. The defendant is not asking this court for appointed counsel. Not yet. She probably will. She's done it already. That was lawyer number 2. You know, we went from Josh Colesrud of Colesrud Law and I can't remember the woman who was there that showed up in court. But we went from Colesrud Law to public defender Jeffrey Swirsky, and we're at what's his buckets? Mr. Looters. Mr. Looters with the Hooters.
Oh,
He's pretty
God,
built.
we're back to Hooters now? Jesus
He's
Christ.
pretty built. Have you seen him?
Who?
Zaddy Looters. Zaddy Christian. Yeah, a lot of the ladies like him. He's like Silver Foxy, almost. He's pretty svelte.
Oh, is that like that silver fox that we went?
Oh, no. Not quite that good. I would take that.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Looters, he's slender. He's very slender. He wears a suit very well.
Oh.
But he's a little bit older. I would say he's in his 50s. Later 50s, probably. His company profile picture looks younger than what he did in court, at least to my eyes. But I don't know.
Apparently, we have a lot of catching up to do after post stream.
I know. We better hurry this. We might have to skip the douche canoe stuff if you want to talk about that.
No, my buddy. You're gonna have to... Well, we're at the conclusion. Let's see what happens.
Oh, we're almost at the bottom of this one. Yes. The fact that her family was able to take on the burden of paying for private counsel suggests only that their efforts are saving the county the expense of providing her with a public defender. Well, they've already done that once. They'll probably do it again. Not the et cetera, skip. It in no way detracts. I hate it when they do that. It in no way detracts from defendant's ability to access the full range of resources that would be available to her, along with other indigent defendants. This is especially true where, as here, a defendant has been charged with serious offenses in which the investigation of the charges and possible defenses require the assistance of an investigator and expert, and where the denial of such services would be prejudicial to the client and a violation of her due process and equal protection rights.
What about sex services? Oh.
Sex what?
Sex. Oh, such.
Sex services? What are you talking about?
Such, not
such, not sex. We are not talking about sex, baby. We're not talking about you and me. We're not talking about all the good things or the bad things that make me. We're not talking about sex. We're not talking about sex.
See, I wasn't totally oblivious growing up. Not totally. I got busted by my mother for watching MTV. She did not approve of MTV.
Oh no, MTV was not approved in my house either.
What was it called? The Grind, where they just had cameras of people dancing.
Probably, but that was called. MTV and VH1 were a direct path into the devil's lair. It was verboten.
Yeah, and there were lots of pretty guys on that show too.
God,
it was all in California. Why wouldn't there be? It was all on the beach.
Right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. See, I can't even hear the audio. It's all compressed and distorted, and I don't know.
It sounded fine in my ears. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Then your settings are incorrect. You've probably got too much monitors, and you've got too much. Do you have compression on your outbound effects?
I don't know. This was a USB 2 input.
Oh, a whole nother thing.
And no, there's no processing. Like I'm literally looking at the thing right now. And
no thanks. It's got the dancing peeps. I like the dancing peeps. Look at those.
Maybe one of these days I'll actually show that video on stream.
Casey Jimmy says, I'm waiting for the Owens pack to declare themselves U.S. nationals and deny jurisdiction. I'm waiting for it. I'm here for that if they do. And demanding protection under the Hague Convention. Oh my God, that'd be great. They wouldn't have to license their car either. Well, stranger things do happen.
I wouldn't have to.
Stranger things happen.
It's not going to work.
No.
If any of the YouTube videos I've seen and Instagram videos I've seen are anywhere near accurate, it's not going to work.
Yes. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, defendant hereby respectfully requests this court issue its order declaring her indigent and eligible for court-appointed assistance in the preparation of her defense. Respectfully submitted 9th day of July 2026. Guardian Law by S. Signed Christian Luders, attorney for defendant Esquire. Hey, that works.
That one sounded okay.
But that's on a pad. The other one I was trying to
that's why it sounded better. Yeah, the other one, that one might have some tweaking to do for whatever it is your other sources.
From a second, I tried a Bluetooth source and I tried a USB 2 source.
Yeah, it sounded like it was heavily compressed because it was cutting in and out. It was weird.
Oh God!
He's got some tweaking of Jeep Daddy's knobs to do, and he'd probably like it.
Listen, it's been a minute since I've had my knobs tweaked.
Well, you ain't alone.
Get twink number 1 on it.
You ain't alone. Oh, there needs to be
and twink number 2. He needs employment. He needs to come be my house.
Has he still said nothing?
Nope, nothing.
Wow. Well, he's just not into you, honey.
He's delusional.
He's not biting the worm.
Not right now.
Not right now. Well, maybe he hasn't been laid off yet, but who's to say? Who's to say? No thanks in cases. Let's talk about smear. We didn't hear enough about the smear campaign in this last hearing audio. It's too bad.
Smear.
Men smear. Oh, I pierced the toast.
Oh, men don't care about piercing the toast.
Not usually.
No.
Not usually.
Albert, you pierced the toast.
So what?
Oh, that's so relieving. Oh.
I can just get more. That will never get old. It will never get old in my head.
It will never get old. It will never.
That's terrible. Okay, do we want to talk about douche canoe a little bit?
Oh, let's do it.
I haven't run out of
fucking douche canoe.
Haven't totally run out of steam yet, but I'm starting to feel it.
Gin like you drink and grass like you mow.
Oh, very good. See, yes. You just need to be the producer. We just need to have you have all the buttons.
You don't pay me anywhere near enough for this.
Okay, fine. Then we'll just have to muddle on the way we've been going.
I love our people in chat and all of that, and obviously Buffy is my bestie, but yeah.
Hashtag besties.
You do not pay me anywhere near enough to be your full-time producer for this bullshit.
That's true. Well, ask what Llama gets paid being a producer, and then there's the answer.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know their life.
Okay. Well,
that's fine.
You
What
can
about
ask
a
her next
lavender
time.
marriage that I apparently agreed to.
You have a lavender marriage?
Supposedly.
Oh. Who?
Well, ask Buffy.
I can ask Buffy. Oh, that's right, Buffy. I Kimball says VJs on MTV back in the day when it was all music videos. I know. It makes me feel old now. It's like that's 30 years.
Yeah,
ago
before
for
it was
me.
like my teen pregnancy at 14 or whatever the fuck bullshit that's going on. I don't know. I haven't watched MTV in like 10 years.
Oh,
I don't
Jan's brother got a pretty lengthy legal threat. Can you imagine what the mortgage company will really say? I know. I hope it comes out. I hope we get to see it.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
You know, because all the stuff with the indigency is being hidden, and they're going to try and hide stuff with the bankruptcy because we know why. It's the same stuff. It's the same o. Same.
So it's fine. You're probably going to win the bet about the gift card with Twink number 2.
I know.
Fine.
But we still should use it up before it expires or some silly thing.
We ought to. Get your
I
ass
don't
out
know
of the
what
cubby
we'd
hole.
celebrate, but we should go
Whatever.
use it. It's
I don't know.
not a huge amount. We'd use it all up, I'm sure, and still have to front
on
them all the money.
on a salad or something.
Yeah, because it's expensive.
No
Expensive
kidding.
place. My God.
That's all right. We gotta
Although it
treat
wouldn't stop
ourselves
me from
time
getting
to
half
time.
a chicken or something. I
Half
don't know
a
what their
chicken?
menu is right now. Well, you know,
I
that's
don't
like
know.
what they'll do.
I don't know. You don't like most foods that are served at any restaurant ever, so that's fine.
not
I'll-
true. It's just
I'll
it's
send
just
it.
the fishes and things like kumquats and rutabagas and
avocados.
Avocados. Well,
See what
no one wants me vomiting at the table after eating guacamole or avocado.
Do y'all see what I have to fucking put up with?
See, I just don't eat it. Just like I didn't
This is
have
why- this is why
guacamole
I-
on my Mexican on Friday night.
This is
fine.
why. This
I
is why I
survived.
drink, folks. This is
I had
why
pork.
drink.
I had pork carnitas. It was fine. No guac.
Well, I'll take the side of guac.
You can
Pork
have it.
carnitas sounds really fucking good though, and
It was.
the place that we've gone to
It was,
before with
Considering
good-
the location, the Mexican was the disappointment. And
I
they-
would
and
expect
the
out
parents
there-
were like, "Oh, this is a really good place." I'm like, "Really? I can do better than this." We had better Mexican the other night with you know who.
Yes,
By far, I would
Yes.
take that over what I had Friday night any day.
his birthday is
It was
on
the
Thursday.
same
and we're-
purple bean slop and icky rice and sort of a
well.
little tuft of pico, just tossed on all the plate together. And then there was like a wad of dried out pork. that
His
at
birthday
some
is
point
on
had been
Thursday, and we're going
slow
back
roasted.
to that place.
Did you go back?
Well, I went back yesterday as a postlude to the barbecue.
Wow.
But his birthday is on Thursday,
Oh, really?
and so I'm going back. And I'm
Okay.
tempted
Oh,
to
this Thursday.
yes, this coming Thursday. I'm tempted to just like invite you as just like a because I want to, and I don't give a fuck if he approves or not. I don't care.
Oh, that's his problem. If I don't have a meeting, sure.
Yeah.
I might have a meeting.
All right. Well, Thursday.
I might.
We'll figure it out.
I suspect I do, given the time of the month.
He'll appreciate your company. He actually he likes you. He's like, he looks like
Oh, I
somebody
know.
I could just like cuddle up with and just like snuggle for like the entire night. Oh my god.
Hands off.
Oh.
Snuggle against me. Who does he think he is? My teddy bear?
No, he thinks you're a teddy bear.
Well, yes, I am. I'm adorable. But still.
You are, and that's like why he thinks like you just like, "Oh, I just want to cuddle you because you're just like cuddleable."
He's so needy. Oh, my
Avi.
Lord.
He's a weeho gay. Of course he's needy.
I don't think I have the bandwidth for that.
Oh, just shut up and be there.
Just set up and be there and play with him.
He'll be sauced. He doesn't care. He lives across the street from where we're going. Doesn't matter.
That's true. Well, I should see it.
It's consider
I
it
should see
entertainment
what
value.
his kind of living gets him where he lives. It's like, is this the penthouse? Oh no, you're like the second floor, aren't you?
He's on the third. He's on the third floor, but
Well, that's not the top.
Corporate daddy pays him more than me.
Wow, and he's only on the third floor. It's either super nice or super disappointing.
It's It's East Broadway. What do you expect?
Mm,
You pay a
unfortunate.
premium for a shoebox.
as one does downtown.
And I don't give a fuck if he's listening right now because I've told him that he lives in a shoebox. And he's like, I like my shoebox. So,
Well, I live in a cubbyhole.
you do.
You get what you get.
We need to find out whose square footage is bigger.
That sounds like a really personal question. Probably his. I would think he has at least 700.
I think it's like 5 something.
Oh, then we may have to talk.
Technically a 1-bedroom. Technically.
I can't think about what he paid for that. He got ripped off. He did not work with, never mind. I almost said it.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
He didn't, did he?
Our other mutual friend? No.
Right.
No,
Oh,
no.
that was stupid.
I don't know. I don't know.
He
who
would
his
have found him
realtor was.
a better deal, I think. even there.
Probably. But yeah.
But I need new construction, and it has to be on the strip because
I don't
I've
know,
got to
maybe-
like strut like some sort of peacock down the
yes,
road.
he has to be in the zip code.
In which case, I would say, girl, you need more plumage in your feathers.
Yeah, like 90046 what?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he used one of the other LA fags that does real estate in the city.
He got screwed. Yeah,
I don't know. I can't remember which.
I mean,
year
it's
he
the
actually
courtyard
bought
might
it.
be nice, but you know, you don't live in the courtyard.
Well, I don't know. Like,
shall we carry on?
I don't know. You're just let's carry on. You're in
I've
the inner
derailed
circle.
you
Let's figure-
entirely. Wow.
You've derailed yourself.
No, it's my show. Motion
You
to
do you
continue
then.
hearing date. Let's talk about douche canoe. Maybe I should do the short one first.
The
Get the short one out of the
douchebag.
way.
Let's go. Yeah. I don't know.
This
It's your
is the same
show.
date.
You choose what you want to do.
Yeah,
I'm
these
just
are
here
the
to
same
drink
date.
and make
So
snarky
let's-
comments.
Yeah, well, you're succeeding, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. Before the presiding disciplinary judge, we'll start with this one first. The notice of bar counsel's unavailability. Poor Jim Lee. State bar, through senior bar counsel, James D. Lee, hereby notifies the presiding district judge of the Supreme Court of Arizona, PDJ, that he will be unavailable for hearings from August 9th through August 25th of this year, due to previously made plans to be out of the country. Ooh, good for him. Reservations were previously made based in part on the current hearing date of June 29. Well, that didn't happen. State Bar moves the PDJ to reschedule the hearing as requested by Respondent David Gingras to a date not included in the above referenced time period. Due to fast approaching deadlines, the State Bar moves the PDJ to rule on this motion or schedule a telephonic conference as soon as possible. I mean, practicable. Okay. So James Lee is doing the touristy thing. Good for him. I hope it's fun. Dushkin is probably hoping he doesn't return. Oh dear. Let's see. Okay, now over to this one. Motion to continue hearing date from Dushkanu Esquire.
The fucking douche canoe.
Pursuant to Supreme Court rule that respondent moves for an order continuing the hearing currently set in this matter for June 29, 26, and all associated dates set forth in the case management order filed in this matter on February 24 of this year. This request, oh dear. The request is based on the following. On May 21st, 2026, respondent's wife of 18 years passed away unexpectedly. Huh.
Unexpectedly?
Didn't he say she had cancer? I'll keep reading for a minute. I'm pondering.
I don't know.
Respondent's wife died in the United States, in the United Kingdom. That's hardly United States, which was her place of birth. Due to the high-profile nature of this matter, respondent will not provide additional details absent a protective order. But additional information has been privately provided to bar counsel. This is intriguing now.
Huh.
Why are we being so secretive?
Everything has to operate in the shadows, Audie.
Was the bullshit about other conditions bullshit?
It's all bullshit.
I've been suspicious of this from the beginning. The timing was awfully convenient. And to die without said husband suggests to me they were somewhat estranged. I know
It
of
seems
no
that
one.
they've been estranged for a while. I mean, come on.
Probably since he took on Laura Owens as a client.
Well,
I have seen no one who adores their partner and spouse who would not move heaven and earth to be by their side, whether or not it happened without them there. They would have their ass over there so fast to be like, I'm out of here, my partner, my spouse, my...
Yeah, I would.
I am suspicious. See, that little phrase of, because it's high profile, will not provide additional details without a protective order. What are we trying to hide? What's there to hide? Did she die the way he said she did, which implied some kind of... I thought he said cancer. I thought that's what he said on the blog. Am I making that up? I can't remember now. See, I kind of do it and then move on, and some of the retention's a little fuzzy. I'd have to go back. Well, be that as it may, this seems suspicious.
I don't know.
I'll move on. I'll not dwell on it. It's because now we're pussyfooting and walking on eggshells. Hashtag justice for Aurora the cat.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to talk about this because those evil JFC people talk about what really happened and why I need to be over there. Which means then the sob story we were sold when he was wearing his shades on a camera might be made up. Possible. I don't know. I was being nice when all that happened to give him benefit of the doubt, that he was actually being honest, but he may have been full of shit like usual.
Your charity is...
I know. Well, it
extensive.
This is why I've had a rocky dating history.
Do you really want to get into that right now?
I've been far too generous, even in my own love life.
Yeah, you have.
See?
You have.
Learning. Hashtag learning.
Are you though?
Well, do you see me making the same mistake yet?
If you do, I'm swear to God, I'm coming over to the cubbyhole. I'm gonna fucking punch you if you do.
I'm gonna smack you with your cast iron skillet until you figure it out again.
That's not gonna happen again.
No, no. It can't.
It's not. It's not gonna happen.
The poor next guy, he's gonna have to face like a jury and be cross-examined.
Yeah.
Before I get approval to date him. That's what's going to happen.
Starting with Jeep Daddy. Like, no.
I could see a few people sitting on that inquisitorial squad.
Is that the point in which I pull out from conceal my pew-pew and put it on the table and be like, let's talk?
That seems awfully aggressive.
I know.
That seems awfully aggressive.
And
but it might work better. I mean, the last things I tried didn't work so well.
I mean, I don't hear you saying no.
No, well, who am I to tell you what to do? You're your own person.
Yes, and I'm very protective.
This is true. This is true. Although, would we have listened to each other in either of our catastrophes? Not at the time.
Maybe not at the time, but I feel like either of us have license to properly do an intervention in the event that something like that comes around. Like, if anybody puts like, I like
no more
theme
Peter
parks
Pan envy.
No. If anybody in their profile puts something like, I like theme parks and like I like going to Disney,
you're gonna scream.
I think I need to swipe left like that.
Jennifer C says, I hope Gingras stays in England as long as possible. He's probably a wealthy widower now and Laura's family is desperate. That would be fitting.
That would, wouldn't it?
That would be fitting. Especially after all the free shit he was doing for God knows what reason, although I have ideas.
Oh, I still have my suspicions.
So do I, which is why I think if she were as ill as he implied in his, video manifesto, that he would have been over there in the midst of all the bar stuff. Which is why I think something happened. And she got away from him and then ended up dying away from him. That's what I think happened.
Jingy. Oh, Jingy.
Oh, baby Jingy.
Listen, Boo. Listen.
Oh, don't call him a boo. You.
Look out for the twins. It might, you just, you could get, it just might happen. So just, careful, Boo. Careful, Boo. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my pro tip.
No thanks. Okay, says the not having to say I'm divorced was the weird part for me. Who says that? But I don't want him coming back to clarify. Disappear off into the sunset. Well, I hope he does.
Yeah, I hope
that would be best for him.
It would.
DD Buggy says this convo is making me smile. So thumbs up. Thank you so much. Hit the like button.
Thank you.
Kimbo says Gingras has on his About Me former lawyer and husband. Who says that? Yeah.
Is he a former lawyer or a former husband?
Or a former everything?
Please clarify.
Yeah.
And yes,
that's bizarre.
No thanks. Yeah. You, David. You. I really, oh my God, I need those sound clips. You need to, okay. I will dedicate an entire page on my little board here for if you.
What sound clips? Which ones?
Schitt's Creek.
Oh, well, you have to work on that. That's a you thing.
Why do I have to work on that? This is your show.
DD Buggy says, done. Checkmark. Thanks so much. And to the replay crew, because, here we are in hour 240. Replay crew, swipe over, hit the hype button. Hit that hype button on your phones. Do hype us. We like hypes.
We do.
Please and thank you so much. Yeah. Let's see. Under the circumstances, respondent cannot comply with the existing pre-hearing deadline set by the court and will be unable to appear at the current hearing date. Well, we already know that. Yes. For those reasons, good cause exists to extend the hearing date by 30 days or such other amount of time as the PDJ deems reasonable. For purposes of clarity, this request also applies to all other due dates set in the current CMO. Bar Counsel has expressed no objection to this request. Submitted back in May, for Christ's sake.
Why did he use color? Oh my
David
God.
David S. Gingras douche canoe.
The fucking douche canoe.
Why did
he only buys blue Sharpies to sign his stuff? He's a weirdo.
Jesus, fuck.
He thinks he's special. I would get a turquoise one just to be that guy.
He's been chastised about using fucking color in his legal filings.
Because he liked color pictures and color words and color notes and color annotations. And let's see. So there's that. There's that. Let's see. There's the. You know what? We can skip that one. The motion to continue. See, this is when the court ordered vacating the case management conference that was set for June 18, which has long since been and gone. New evidentiary hearing set June 29. I don't yeah. And that's all that's when. I wonder if he was holding that in his back pocket.
You think?
I wonder. Ooh, here we go. Something more current. Before the presiding disciplinary judge.
Ooh.
Motion to dismiss. The presiding disciplinary judge has reviewed the respondent's motion to dismiss and alternatively motion for summary judgment, statement of undisputed material facts, and affidavit of David S. Gingras.
The fucking douche canoe.
In support of respondent's motion to dismiss summary judgment affidavit, all filed April 14. In this ruling, the PDJ is only addressing the respondent's motion to dismiss. The alternative request for relief will be addressed separately if need be. On April 30, 26, the PDJ issued the briefing motion to dismiss order to provide the parties the opportunity to file simultaneous briefs. That sounds weird in my head. Regarding whether the Arizona Supreme Court's exercise of its constitutional authority regarding attorney discipline precludes the respondent's requested application of ARS 12-751 legislation in this matter.
Can you zoom that to
Oh, sorry. I forgot to do that. There we go.
Yeah.
Respondent
Some
filed
of us
a brief.
Are old.
I know. Well, I'm old too.
Yeah.
Respondent filed a brief on May 4, and the State Bar filed a brief on May 15. These briefs are dirty and washed.
Oh, well, God.
Dirty
briefs? That sounds gross.
I don't. If it's David Gingras, it could be dirty briefs. He was representing Laura Owens.
What? Well, that's a stain that you can't get out. Just like the orange Cheetos stain.
Oh, stop.
I know.
No, we're not talking about literal dirty briefs, but he did like dirty filings, which I consider dirty briefs.
Jesus, get a bidet already. Jesus Christ.
They were. I mean, no one should be making motions and briefs that are like 90 pages long.
No.
Just a wank. It was a wank fest.
Total wank.
They were dirty briefs. I think it works. I think it works.
Yeah.
We'll have to run that one by Omar. The ordering paragraph of the briefing order stated it is ordered, blah, blah, blah. Let's skip that part. We know this. Let's see, despite the order's indication that the briefing opportunity was a simultaneous one, respondent filed a document labeled Response to State Bar's Brief. God, see, the words are going to get me tonight. Applicability of ARS to lawyer discipline proceedings on May 20. While reviewed, the PDJ did not consider it in this order. Okay, so they've already looked at it, but they're not adding it. Interesting. As it did not conform to the PDJ's order, nor did respondent request and or obtain relief in order to file such. Oops. Is that Randazza's fault? I wonder. We haven't read that yet. I've got it. It looks like this, and it's 41 pages. I don't think we're going to get to that tonight. I think we'll have to save that for another night.
We may have to save that for another night. Yeah.
I'm kind of curious what Randazza is blathering on about here, going on and on about anti-slap, which is silly. Oop, I've lost my spot. Was I over here? Oop, that's a blank page. Uh-oh. No, it's gone away.
Uh-oh.
Oh, crap. Okay. Or is that one done? Nope, that one's done. Okay.
That's the other one.
Was I here? Oh, golly, what did I do? Oh, maybe I'm over here.
I don't know what you
I think
did.
I better close a few tabs. Okay, yes, there we go. Golly Moses.
Jesus.
Simultaneous one. ARS proceedings.
Jesus.
I know. Well, it's Sunday night. I should be going to bed. While reviewed, the PDJ did not consider this order, blah, blah. Okay, we read that. Procedural history. I like procedural history.
Mm-hmm.
See, September 15, 25, the Attorney Discipline Probable Cause Committee, they got to work on their acronyms, issued probable cause orders regarding State Bar file numbers, all of those which were attached to the complaint filed by State Bar on February 17, 26. Thereafter, the State Bar filed an amended complaint against David Scott Gingras as respondent on February 25 and 26. Respondent
Scott? Oh.
Yes.
That reminds me of another Scott that we mutually know that I also don't like.
Why would you connect those dots?
I don't know, because of the name.
Or they both lived in Arizona?
That's true. They did.
I know. Well, one was not Scottsdale.
True. But both are equally sort of like, well, not equally. Dipshit is far more
He's
detestable.
a douche canoe. The other one is something more than a douche
It's
canoe.
kind of just an asshat.
Yeah, that is his cluster. I'm not sure he's cluster B. I think he's something else.
That would be a series in and of itself.
I might think about that a little bit tonight. You know, it was funny. I was getting kudos at the dinner table on Friday of my diagnostic skills. Because we were talking about some neuro spicy things, and it continued into a brunch the next morning too. And my sister was like, "You would be really good at this." It's like, I think you've got some things figured out already. It's like, yeah, I know, and I haven't even got the degree yet. And that's when she remembered I did criminal psychology when I started college. She's like, "Oh yeah, that explains it."
Huh?
What?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, it was, before I got sucked into artistic things, I was thinking about it because I found criminal psychology fascinating.
Well, I mean,
absolutely.
And yet here we are.
Here we are. See, it tickles that part of my brain that has not been exercised like in 35 years. Well, not that many.
I just
close.
And one of the things that I really enjoy about my job and my profession career is understanding the psychology around why the researchers and hackers do what they do.
Yeah. Evil internet peoples.
I kind of want to understand, why is it that I want to squirrel in and figure out these things. Similarly to like where you want to figure out.
Do you ever get psychological profiles for your corporate daddy job?
Not a lot, unfortunately.
That's interesting.
But like, I am thoroughly convinced that every major security team really should employ a psychologist.
I would say so. Because
like,
the thing is you're
it's
not going to be able
motivation.
to, yes, you're not going to be able to chart some things out because you need to look at their history. You need to look
Yeah,
at family history and you need to look at other history.
And
It says
you
a
can't
lot.
You can't just look at, it's not just about the pattern of their behavior from a
It's also what roots those
technology
patterns.
perspective, which is valid and that's not to be discounted. But it's also around like the motivation of why is it that you're doing what you're trying to do? And that's the thing that fascinates the shit out of me, because there's lots of motivations. Like ransomware, if it's one of those things, it's like clearly it's money motivated.
Those
Like,
are the obvious ones. It's the other ones that are
Yeah.
interesting.
but it's the other ones that are more nuanced, and it's more
Oh.
like what's going on between the things, and the nuance between.
I would wager a large
Mm-hmm.
percentage of them are personality disorders that manifest through curious means of social management via the interwebs.
I work with a lot of people that are neurospicy.
I know.
I'm neurospicy. We're good at this. That's the reason why we're good at these things. But I want to understand it from the researcher's perspective of why is it that you're motivated to do what you are claiming you're going to do? Like, okay, so you're a former, corporate daddy employee, and you're going to air a bunch of dirty laundry on your GitHub or your Blogspot or whatever. Like, why? What is that going to do? What for what end do you really, are you trying to do the thing you're doing?
Rob says, no, I'm Euro spiky.
What the fuck is Eurospicy?
Spiky. I don't know.
Spiky, whatever.
I don't know. It sounds fun. It sounds like something that a cactus would do.
Yes. Yeah. But anyway, that's the sort of thing that I'm really kind of fascinated by.
Well, if
'Cause-
corporate daddy wants to hire me as a consultant sometime in the future, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, highly unlikely. It's probably just going to try and make the AIs do all the
probably.
things. Sorry.
AI can't diagnose that.
Well,
Not
it'll
yet.
try. It'll be very fucking confident when it does too. Just
No.
telling you.
I think it's a
yeah,
long ways
will.
off that. I think it's a long ways off that. Because you can't examine. You can't examine. What am I trying to say?
I don't know. What are you trying to say?
I don't know. It's skipping around. Like, hold still.
For fuck's sake, Jesus Christ.
Well, I was going to start by saying family history, but that's the other part of it. You need more than that. You need his abusive history. You need like a full medical diagnostic. AI is not going to be there for a long time.
That doesn't come by reading internet posts and Reddit posts and Twitter.
And then there's there's going to be the odd cases where they've got some sort of mass growing in their brain and they're just weird because they've got some tumor.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a very small percentage, but I'll bet it is.
Speaking of masses growing in brains, what's this respondent Gingras arguing thing?
I don't know.
What is this?
Let's see. Respondent Gingras argues that the bar seeks to discipline him for activities that are protected under the right to free speech and the right to petition, and therefore he may seek dismissal of the complaint pursuant to Arizona revised statutes, also referred to as Arizona's anti-SLAPP law.
Mm-hmm.
So he thinks being a jackass is protected under free speech.
Oh, okay.
However, the complaint actually seeks findings of violation regarding all of the following. There's a footnote 2. PDJ has found regarding specific violations, allegations that respondent Gingras' argument that the exercise of free speech alone in these proceedings is not a legally valid defense. See order in motion for partial judgment on the pleadings, April 14. His argument here continues to not acknowledge lawyers' agreed upon limitations on their conduct and speech provided in Rule 41 by taking the oath and accepting the creed, in addition to the other responsibilities provided throughout the Arizona Rules of Supreme Court. That's what I was saying. Lawyers do not have carte blanche, but we have free speech. Well, not quite the same way, because you are officers of the court.
Yeah, not so much.
Good morning, Malin Lindstedt. Good morning. Good morning to our European neighbors. It's Laura Owens time. It's Laura Owens time. Well, it's douche canoe time. She had her time. It's douche canoe time right now. You know, I should have played that.
Maybe I have a... Oh, do I have a piano roll of that?
I made one. I made one that says it's Laura Owens time. I've got it. I've done it.
I don't know. Maybe
but if you have a roll of that, that'd be funny too.
That would
I might redo it just for that one.
We'll need to overlay it.
Yeah, it was a pre-produced track I found. It was freeware somewhere.
Yeah, I keep reminding myself on 3 or 4 times a day, I've got to call my maintenance guy.
Yes, you do.
Shut up.
Yes, you do. No, I'm agreeing with you. It's the ethical violations related to response violation of Judge Mata's February 21 order. The State Bar has alleged by engaging in the conduct set forth, Respondent Gingras violated the rules by knowingly violating Judge Mata's February 21 order and court rules, etc., by making extrajudicial statements that he knew or reasonably should have known would be disseminated by means of public communication, and that would have a substantial likelihood of materially prejudicing the paternity case by using means that had, next page, I don't have my page noises, no substantial purpose other than to embarrass, delay, or burden any other reason, and Rule 54 by knowingly violating Judge Mata's February 21 order. Violations based on respondents' efforts to preclude Michael Maricini from testifying. Okay, so these are things we know. State Bar alleged that he unlawfully attempted to obstruct Clayton Ackard's access to Maricini's testimony by using means that had no substantial purpose other than to embarrass, delay, burden, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I think he should have been thrown in the pokey for a false police report. Misuse of 911.
Slightly.
I mean, unless he's the worst lawyer on the planet who knows you shouldn't be calling 911 on someone who has a valid subpoena. Although then he went through all the theatrics of saying, well, it wasn't a valid subpoena. It's like, how do you explain that one? Dumb shit.
Yeah. Keep going. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Let's see. Violations to respondents' disparaging comments about Judge Mata. The State Bar is alleged based on the conduct set forth. He violated the rules by using means of having no substantial purpose other than to embarrass or burden Judge Julie Mata by making a statement with reckless disregard as to its truth or falsity concerning Judge Mata's qualifications or integrity, by engaging in conduct prejudicial to the administration of justice, the rules, etc., by failing to maintain the respect due to the court and Judge Mata, and engaging in unprofessional conduct, including by making public statements about Judge Mata's qualifications or integrity that were objectively false or made with reckless disregard as to their truth or falsity. Let's see. Malin says, wait a second, is this about Gingras' law license? Yes, it is. This is about his bar disciplinary case. He hasn't said bye-bye to that, or are the bar going forward with charges? They have vacated the dates. So what I suspect they're going to do is set new dates. They haven't dismissed it yet. So these are still pending charges. They have only vacated the hearing because David's wife ostensibly died suddenly, according to him in a previous filing we just read moments ago, although he alluded differently in a video he posted on his blog. It was weird. I'm suspicious of the circumstances in which they were distant, and I'm suspicious in the circumstances in which he eventually left. Now the question is he going to come back to the States, or is he going to hide over there in the UK and avoid this? That is my question. Let's see. Violation is income. Okay, next, Judge Mata disparaging comments about members of the public. This is all repeat stuff. These are all the things. Yeah. Let's see. The State Bar is alleged by engaging in the conduct set forth. Respondent has violated the rules by engaging in unprofessional conduct because he was being a smartass. Well, not even a smartass, a dumbass. Violations related to respondents' pursuit of meritless claims, false information in an affidavit, and the presentation of Owens' false testimony / changing version of events. The state bar has alleged, based on the conduct set forth, the respondent Gingras violated the rules by failing to act with reasonable diligence in representing Owens by asserting or controverting issues when he did not have a good faith basis in law or fact for doing so that was not frivolous, and by knowingly failing to take reasonable remedial measures when he knew that Owens intended to engage in or was engaging in or had engaged in criminal or fraudulent conduct relating to the paternity case, etc., by knowingly disobeying an obligation under rules of the court, by engaging in conduct involving dishonesty, fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation, by engaging in conduct prejudicial to the administration of justice. See, I mean, I could just skip all this and say, why hasn't he lost his license yet? Let's get to the hearing. Let's cut to the chase. Let's cut to the chase.
Let's get there.
Oh, dearie.
Sometimes the foreplay is great, but
appeal.
Sometimes you just need to get to the point.
Yeah, I know. This is about, yeah, we've talked about his charges lots before. You can always go back into my catalog and look at all the stuff we talked about early on when he was charged by the PDJ or the bar, all the above. Let's see. Let's get to the analysis part. Let's see. Respondent Gingras' motion for the anti-slap relies on that. Let's see. In their filings, the parties seem to agree that this is a relatively new statute, and application in Arizona attorney discipline matters is a case of first impression. The PDJ notes that the statute provides that the movement has an initial burden under the anti-slap, which I'm pretty sure is that thing. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, that's okay. But this is about them trying to use anti-slap as an excuse for him being a nasty piece of shit. Let's see, to establish a prima facie proof that the, prima facie, I think that's how you pronounce it, that the legal action was substantially motivated by a desire to deter, retaliate against, or prevent the lawful exercise of a constitutional right. A finding must be made that the movement has met this burden before the plaintiff, and the action is required to file a response to a motion pursuant to subsection A of the statute. The PDJ has concluded a cursory review of the respondent's motion and finds that the motion is accompanied by a statement of facts and an affidavit as directed procedurally under ARS. However, before the PDJ proceeds with a substantive review of these materials for a prima facie showing, I need to move my jug, it's on the edge of my screen. The PDJ finds that a review of the applicability of the anti-slap and disciplinary matters must be first considered. This is getting interesting to me. Are you interested? He's bored.
Totes.
He wants his mango custard. Therefore, the PDJ begins her analysis. Oh. Have they tried it as ice cream yet? No.
Why would you bring
Why
that
must I torture you with these things?
Why would you do that? That's a hate crime.
Malin says, is he in UK? Well, I think he is. I think he's tending to the death. My tongue is getting tired. The death of his wife, allegedly.
Grieving.
Sure. Yeah, not tearing up and wearing shades on camera when it would have been far more vulnerable to have allowed himself not to be hiding behind shades. And some people were speculating, well, has he been hitting the bottle again and he's all bloodshot, or what has he been doing? I don't know. I don't care.
A little of column A, B, and C, perhaps.
I don't want to get too judgy in grief, but my spidey sense tells me there's more to it than, oh, she just died and, well, he eventually made it over there. My spidey sense tells me there is more going on.
You're more charitable than I am.
Well, go ahead. What is your view? What is your opinion, sir? That he cheated on his wife, had a fling with Laura, and that caused them to separate, and then she suddenly died, and now he feels terrible? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, I feel like
these are just my pontifications, folks. This is
feel
not
like
facts.
I feel like that's an Echo's opinion right there.
That was an Echo's opinion.
Yeah.
Because I believe he did something. Well, as I've said before, and as Rob of Law and Lumber and Ian Runkle have said, it doesn't make sense without there being some kind of romance.
I hold fast. I have said it before and I'll say it again. What's the motivation or what's the compensation, if you will, air quotes,
for running his career into the literal ground. Not that I think it was all that great to begin with.
Why would he be so invested in her? And in this case, why? What? It's not monetary because apparently she's indigent. What's left?
Casey Jimmy says also, if licensed in another state, which he is in California, that bar would start a review process and would probably duplicate the discipline in Cali. Yes, reciprocity between bars and other states is a thing.
It
usually.
is.
Not always exclusively, but usually.
Yep.
Here I am using
Fairly
LY
common.
words.
LY. Yeah.
Jack Fox and LY words. We owe him so much.
I can't understand any other motivation other than
some kind of infatuation or something.
Touchy, nookie, nicky, whatever. Because it's not money.
I
If
can
she's
see it,
so indigent,
but it makes me feel icky thinking about it.
Why? Like, why? Where's the where is that? Where's the motivation?
Well, I kind of
it's not money.
My mind's stage plays that little scene from Chicago where Roxy is like, "Oh, Mr. Flynn, I can be an awfully good sport." Okay, now that you've got that out of your system and you've got $5,000, then come see me.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I see it playing out, but rather than Laura coming up with the equivalent to $5,000, which would not come close, maybe she was a good sport. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious, but his desire to be secretive regarding the circumstances is a little more telling. Obviously, it's not heartfelt enough to be anything but secretive. So there's got to be more there. Oh, I did demand privacy. No, you've litigated this whole thing in the public sphere since you came on. Right. Now all of a sudden we want to be quiet about it.
And suddenly we want to be private, and suddenly we want to keep all this discreet. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't buy it.
No. So there is some shade going on. I'm deeply unconvinced that it's. And he's just using it.
Hey, Rob says, in Hey Rob's opinion, notoriety? Mm-hmm. No, I think it's more than that. Because no one had a active career. Daddy was done by the time they moved to Arizona. He wasn't going to get notoriety that way, other than trying to glom onto the former bachelor Clayton Eckerd clout, which is not very high level. Which is not very. I mean, it's The Bachelor. Is it really?
That's the same reason why
I was on Dr. Phil. But
that's the same reason why
he fell so
tried
hard
to glam
after
on to The Bachelor, and why she keeps insisting every time, not just naming him.
Where's the button?
But it's like it's his name, but it's also he was the former Bachelor.
Except get pregnant by the fucking Bachelor.
See,
lying bitch.
It's the same thing, and the notoriety and that celebrity type status are trying to chase after that. That's the same thing that like people in the hacker community do the same shit.
It's like a weird kink, isn't it?
Yeah, they try and get off on this like, oh, I went and hacked, Google, or I was able to steal all these keys.
Of Google people,
and it's like,
is that what they do? Really?
Yeah, they try.
I broke their encryption codes, man.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with like financial. There are financially motivated attackers that are out there.
Wow. Well,
and there are also people who just want the cred. They're just out there to say like, yeah, I did the thing, and brag about it. Just like I was gloating about you being wrong.
I know. Well, gloat away.
And
Kimbo says, I hope
you're wrong.
I hope for his,
you're wrong. You were
I
wrong.
hope for his wife's sake, it wasn't what it appears to be. May she rest in peace. Fair enough, Kimbo. But as I've been learning, as I ponder a second career, when people tell you what they are, believe them. I think Jack Fox has even said that.
I mean, yeah.
If someone comes out and says they assault children, believe them.
Yeah. fucking believe what they say.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, it's no, in my less than humble opinion, I'm not a psychologist or anything.
Neither am I yet.
I have been around the security and this world for a while and studied this from a profession, and there's always an underlying motivation, whether it's money, i.e. the ransomware people who will theoretically like encrypt all your computers, and they're like, I want 4 Bitcoin for this, like, so, you know, $70,000-$80,000, whatever. Or they're just like, I want the bragging rights that I took down PlayStation, or I took down Xbox, or whatever. That's all they care about. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about the money.
Like, find a hobby. Go collect stamps.
They're just like these fucking incel losers that I can't, like, oh, women are just awful. I can't get
Girls
laid,
don't want to touch me.
It's because you're maybe a piece of human fucking shit.
Maybe take a shower once in a while.
Yeah. How about you shower and put on deodorant and maybe not present like a fucking prick? And then maybe somebody might actually be interested in you. But no, you're going to continue to do that.
Malin also says, okay, everyone, who believes that LO is going to trial? Me. Given what we read earlier with the desire, the request, the motion to be declared indigent yet again, she's got to be going to trial, because you wouldn't be going after experts and such if you weren't going to trial. So I think she's going to fight it. And, well, it's her right to do so. More power to her. Good luck with that. We will be in attendance when it finally happens, I hope.
I have been convinced since Echoes dragged me into this bullshit that that she will not plead guilty or take a plea deal until she is completely backed into a corner in her own opinion, not rational thought, but her own view of the world, that she doesn't have any other choice at that point.
Yeah.
She still thinks she's
locked in. Well, and if you think about a jury trial, you only have to convince one.
It's true.
She's going to have to be the most impressive. She's probably rehearsing already.
But you don't have an
you got to put on a hell of a show.
But you don't have an infinite number of go away.
No.
That the walking orange Cheeto learned that the hard way, because he couldn't dismiss all of the jurors that he and his legal team didn't like. And he was
even if I'm talking even after you challenge jurors on the box.
Yeah.
Jurors on
you
the
only
panel.
have so many.
She may think that all she has to do is convince one person and then she'll walk scot-free. And she may believe that.
She might.
Her mother may be telling her that, for all we know. Robin, hey, Robin, says, has he helped the Owens hide their dollars and he took a cut? I don't know.
Maybe.
He was the one who told Laura, you just hit that red bankruptcy button and it all goes away. Just hit that I should make that a sound bite, shouldn't I?
Probably.
Just hit that bankruptcy button. It all goes away. And Laura, and I've got this, I play the bankruptcy stuff all the time. And Laura's not going to do it. Well, she did. Didn't work.
Oh.
What they said publicly and what they actually did ended up being at opposite ends of the spectrum, strange enough.
The battery's long dead.
No.
But
can you program that for audio? Can you program the audio in it?
Oh, well.
There's something for you to hack.
Yeah, probably.
Boop, bankruptcy. And then we can get a new button face for it. It can say bankruptcy. Hey, there's an auction item.
You've just made an auction tape over this and just be like bankruptcy. And be like, that was easy.
It could be or it could be a recording of David if we can hack it, and it says, and it all goes away.
Wouldn't that be fucking brilliant? That'd be great.
Work on that. See if you can hack the.
You work on that. This is your show. Fuck you.
No, you're Mr. like InfoSec security infiltration dude. Infiltrate the security of that thing.
Yep. This? Are you kidding
It's
me?
probably a black blob is probably what it is, and there's no way to even hack it.
This is probably like this is some Chinese level shit. That's just probably
I know. Maybe we could get one done. We can, upload a audio file of David, and
this is a vestige of my previous relationship with my Peter Pan ex.
Yes, I know. Why did he got you the button?
He did.
I'm surprised you haven't burned it.
No, because it's such a delight to like
just keep pushing it.
Keep pushing it and be like,
you
that was
push my
easy.
buttons. Is that
Yeah.
is that how you got it? You push my buttons and you got you a button.
I don't know. Push my buttons. You can get the fuck out of my house. Is that
psychology?
That was easy.
Interesting there.
Yeah. Get the fuck out. How easy was that?
Well, it happened eventually, didn't it?
It did.
Therefore, the PDJ begins her analysis with a constitutional supremacy separation of powers review. Respondent Gingras argues that the speech at issue in the state bar's complaint falls within his free speech rights and right to petition. Wishful thinking. Let's see. Anti-slap stuff and any illegal action that involves persons' lawful exercise right speech, freedom of the press, free associate, the right to peaceably assemble. How does any of it apply to a lawyer?
Right to peacefully assemble? What the fuck?
Or in his case, violently accuse people of all kinds of things, like he did Omar and Dave Neal and Lauren and
fucking Christ,
everybody else. Is that freedom of? That's not the right to a petition. It's not the right to peaceably assemble. It's debatable when you're telling people what you want to do to their wives and children, whether or not that's free speech, because that's what poor Hey Rob had to go through. David declared that all the things that Hey Rob said were not free speech. They were, in fact, harassment. I would dare say, since David said, in my opinion, far worse things, he should be getting charged for harassment. But I might be biased.
That was easy.
Oh my God, you fixed it.
I did. It just takes a pair of fresh batteries.
Malin says, I think he's going to try and blame GG and MM something about hacking of some sort. Well, that has been the pattern, but I think that boat has sailed, generally speaking. Kimbo says, she crumbles under cross-examination. I see her taking it to as far as she can and then accepting the deal. That's been my thought, too. And Hey Rob says, and he was a frickin' lawyer. Quintuple exclamation points, if I counted them accurately. Let's see. Legal action as follows. Civil action, claim, cross-claim, counterclaim for damages other than nominal damage. Criminal prosecution except for drug trafficking, a riot or serious offense, violent aggravated felony.
Listen, Echoes, I've had enough foreplay. What's the, like...
Well, we're arguing whether or not anti-slap applies to his bar discipline. That's if you want to tickle the balls and get to the juice.
Give me more. I need more lube.
Oh God, I don't know where it is. I haven't read this. I'm just figuring it out as I go.
Oh, all right.
See, therefore, the PDJ holds that the disciplinary action at issue would not fall within the definition of legal action under the anti-slap law. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Let's see, Respondent Gingras argues that this case involves regulatory administrative action by a state actor. While Respondent does not cite the legal authority he is relying upon, that's not a surprise. Assuming such is accurate, the PDJ finds that the anti-slap reflects that the Arizona legislature intends for this statute to apply in attorney disciplinary proceedings. Did I read that right? Well, it doesn't cite the legal authority. PDJ finds it reflects ARS intends for it to apply. Okay, all right. The PDJ will assume for purposes of conducting analysis that at least some of the complaint's allegations involved violations of ARPC and rules of the court, generally person's lawful exercise of free petition, speech, etc. I'm going to skim a little bit. However, the instant case does not involve a general member of the public and their actions. Rather, this matter is centered on the state bar's pursuit for discipline of an individual licensed to practice law in the state of Arizona for alleged violations of the lawyer's obligations imposed upon lawyers of the Arizona Supreme Court's rules. Okay, let's see. Anything good in the footnotes? PDJ notes court has distinguished its own rules regarding lawyers from those enacted by state administrative agencies, as such as pursuant to legislation. Court promulgates rules pertaining to attorneys, to court procedures. It does so pursuant to its own constitutional authority over the bench, the bar, and the procedures pertaining to them. Ooh. It's unclear whether alleged conduct is affirming and arguing was lawful exercise of free speech of either speech or to petition. Yeah, I would say a lot of that is questionable in what he wrote. He was tossing a whole pot of spaghetti at the wall and hoping something stuck.
That's
Constitutional authority. Well, that's how he does it. I mean, that's what he's trying to do in the paternity stuff. And that's where they started coming up with rape allegations and all that nonsense. It's like, oh, Laura's not getting her way. Well, let's say Clayton arped her. I still think Clayton should sue for that, but never mind. It is well settled matter of law. The Arizona Constitution provides courts, including attorney discipline. Okay, that makes sense. Supreme Court or Superior Court, whatever. Whichever court it belongs to. Found the practice of law is exclusively the authority of judiciary. Love it. Dum dum dum. The determination of all who practice law in Arizona and under what condition is a function is placed by the state constitution as court. In fact, the great weight of authority is in accord with the proposition that the ultimate authority for defining, regulating, controlling the practice of law is vested in the judiciary. Okay. I don't see how anti-SLAPP applies there. To this end, the court has issued rules, blah, 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 provides duties and obligation, including the oath and creed. A lawyer must accept before admission. Ethical rules of lawyers' practice. Ethics, what are those? I don't think he knows.
Ethics? What?
The way David conducted himself, ethics or whatever he agrees with. Court's authority, let's see, Rule 41, obligations upon a lawyer who chooses to be admitted to practice law in Arizona. In the written matter, including word choice that the lawyer may use, the veracity of the statements provided by the lawyer as an officer of the court, and the tone and purpose of the words stated or written by the lawyer. So in other words, words matter. I like it.
What? No, words matter?
Words matter. Oh, comment one goes on to educate. A lawyer, whether not engaged in practice of law, should act honorably and treat others with courtesy and respect. Well, he failed there. Person is not required to practice law in Arizona. However, once one elects to do so upon admission, the person has agreed upon these directives and restrictions upon one's general personal rights. Court rules provide enforcement. Obligations on the state bar in evaluating and investigating. Beyond probable cause, the matter proceeds to evidentiary. Okay, so there's this process of conduct, investigating conduct. Separation of powers. Here, the statute seeks to regulate attorney discipline complaints involving lawful exercise of right of petition, free speech potentially resulting in the dismissal of the complaint. When a statute and court rules conflict, given the court's constitutional authority, the rules adapted by the court prevail. While the legislature may by statute regulate the practice of law, such regulation cannot be inconsistent with the mandates of the court. The rulemaking power rests on both the courts and the legislature. So there you go. When, however, it appears legislative rule unduly hampers the court in the performance of the duties imposed upon it, the Constitution, the rules adopted by the court will prevail. All right, so even the legislature can't tamp it out. This is how I read this. And I'm not a lawyer, so I could be reading it wrong. But I don't think anti-SLAPP defense is going to work for him then.
Doesn't seem like it.
PDJ finds that the ability to discipline a lawyer for behavior at the state bar, ADPCC, and the panel finds violates the court's rules is an important and necessary function of the court's disciplinary process. Neither respondent Gingras' motion nor brief provided a legal analysis as to how the statute could be applied consistent with the court's existing rules. Well, it's because it was half-baked at best. It's still kind of raw in the middle. Instead, Mr. Gingras' brief simply seems to state that the statute supplements to the court's rules rather than conflicts. Yeah, of course it does. Because that's the thing most favorable to him. Stating it does not make it
favorable
so.
to him and his supposed clients.
He likes to twist the law to do the same thing. He did that for Laura. He did that to himself. He did it against Mike Marcini. It's a pattern of behavior with him. It might be a psychosis. I'm not sure.
Just your opinion.
Just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because even Rachel Juarez was like, you don't seem to understand law at all. She didn't say it that succinctly, but that was kind of the end of it. In their back and forth debate that went on for almost 3 hours. It's like, you don't understand law and you're a lawyer. What's going on here? That's the conclusion. The movement respondents failed to demonstrate that the statute does not unduly hamper the court's exercise of its constitutional authority regarding practice of law in Arizona. Independent of such showing, PDJ has been unable to determine how to apply the statute in a manner consistent with the court's rules regarding attorney discipline. For these reasons, it is ordered denying respondents' Gingras motion to dismiss filed April 14th. Oh, boo-hoo. Wah, 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 wah.
Where's that?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll put that on your bill.
Given that this is a matter of first impression, the effect of PDJ's ruling herein provides on the instant case. The PDJ understands that a party may wish to file a petition for special action with the court. Therefore, the PDJ will not issue any additional procedural schedule in this matter at this time. However, if a petition for special action is not filed within the next 30 days, the PDJ will thereafter proceed with issuing a new procedural schedule or schedule order in this matter. So it's 30 days from the 22nd, July 22nd ish.
I don't know. That's math. I don't give a shit.
So if they don't have a response as to why it would apply for a special action, he's up.
Sounds like it's done.
Well, it sounds like they hold a hearing. They violated it, and they do whatever they're going to do. Hopefully, take his bar card.
Well, yeah, I hope they slap his legal pee-pee. So they're done.
Lisa Vandenberg. I mean, they've got a chance. So I wonder if this big ass thing, which we're not going to read tonight, because I'm done. The 41 pages. I wonder why does these keep going away? I hate it.
41 pages?
It's 41 pages from Randazza. The Randazza legal group. See, there it is. Down the side.
Ooh.
A lot of it is a whole case that's in the last 2/3 of it, which I haven't read yet. So I think I might preview this and see if it's worthy of a reading.
Ooh,
because it talks, it goes on to anti-slap stuff, which might be interesting. So, but I think that's enough for this evening. It's more than when enough is as good as a feast, don't you think?
I have personally had my fill.
You usually do, and you can only drink so much of a bitch beer before you just turn green.
Usually.
Casey Jimmy says, LO seems to enjoy taking the stand as long as she has an attorney. I don't think she enjoyed it in the paternity thing. She was falling to pieces. She fell to pieces a little bit in Hey Rob's hearing, too. Not nearly as excitingly, but... if the JFC crew is... I mean, really, I'm going to have to go away because people are saying mean things about me. Let's see, she was quite a pickle to squirm out of Maricini. Yeah, she sure was.
Mm-hmm.
She was facing not only the great Omar, but also going to face Rachel Juarez. Because Rachel was going to do the cross-examination, as I understand it. But yes, let's see. What is Rob saying? Let's see. I know, it crossed my mind and stomach turned. Let's see. He has another story that I'll tell you offline. I'll bet he does. Oh, damn it. It fell off again. I got to stop twiddling my knobs.
Get a hold of your shit.
I got to stop twiddling my knobs. Yep. That's what happens. You know, these expensive microphones, you just start playing with them and they fall apart. All right. So let's call it a night, shall we? Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
And hey, Rob, my email is always open. Feel free.
And or your Discord, your Jeep Daddy. Do you have a Jeep Daddy Discord?
I do. It's
Daddy
similarly named Off-Road Entropy, but yes, I do have a Jeep Daddy Discord. Identity. I don't have a server. Expect very little, folks. Just keep your expectations very, very low. But
yeah,
whenever Echoes gets his shit together and fixes his server, I'll be there. I'm also on Llama's server as well.
The Couch Court? Or is it the True Crime and what?
It's part of the True Crime conglomerate, apparently. But yes.
It's like one big brand. Love it. All right, everybody. That's enough for
Rob,
this evening.
I'll just it's fine. If you're gonna cry like a baby, I'll give you a hug. You can. It's fine. Cry into my shoulder. It's fine.
Yeah, let it out. If you've got things, never mind. Okay, let's call it a night. I don't want to belabor this anymore, but
He just
I'll
wants to go
take
to
a look
bed.
at this big long
This is
thing.
all,
See if
this
it's
is all it is.
I know. It's just more paperwork.
To sleep.
More paperwork. And we'll have to see what Randazza wants to flap his gums about. If it's any good, I'll
Christ
read it. And
almighty.
if not, maybe I'll pass. Because, David is sunsetting out of this story. So, yeah. So long from Misery Yori. I love it. Love it. Keep cool down there. It's hot as blazes and icky.
Yeah.
Well, it's warm enough today, too, around here.
Hey,
but
Echo, send me that. Make sure that I have that PDF. And I'll make sure the robots.
Oh, you want to have
feast
the
upon
robots
it.
do it? Okay.
Well,
I'll have to.
And they'll
zip that
feast
to you.
upon it, and maybe we can save ourselves a ton of brain damage over that.
Well, how about I do this before I hit the go away button as soon as I get to the private chat, and I'll dump it there and hit that button, and then you can have the robots pickety pick and see what they say.
Why do you have to put it there? Why you can't put it in a normal?
Because I don't have the other one pulled up, and it just takes too long.
That doesn't look. That does nothing for me.
Well, then as soon as we end the stream, then I'll do that one. Fine.
Christ Almighty, God, you're so fucking difficult.
I know. Well, that's the whole point. I am here to be difficult.
Why
I'm here to be a snarky
why am
little
I even
bitch.
here? What am I? What? God damn.
You are the trusty sidekick making snarky comments.
I am, and I'm going to laser my way through the end of it.
And if you were as good as Buffy, you would have your hair done. Oh wait,
my
you did have your
hair's
hair done.
done.
You already forgot.
Bitch, I have had my hair done today by a professional.
Buffy had her locks done and she looked fabulous. She looked fabulous. Apparently Llama's going to get her locks done too.
All right.
So, the ladies are doing the lady things and Jeep Daddy is doing his things too.
The gays need to do their gay things, okay?
I know. It's true. It's true. Take care of yourself. And on that note, everybody, take care of yourself. And until next time, which, could be even tomorrow. You just never know.
Maybe. Family home meeting
hit the
time?
buttons.
What? Okay.
Hit the buttons. Hit the
like,
bell.
subscribe,
select
hype, all the things. Do the things.
Hit the hype if you're replay crew.
We'll
and
be
you
around.
Survived this long. If you're replay crew. Yeah, do hype it. You get up to, I think, 3 hypes a day. We'd be pleased to receive your hypage. So until next time, everybody. Bye.